We're living on a disk, floating through space, with a tiny sun.
I can't hear you.
Testing, testing. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Right, stream should be able to hear me. Sorry about that, guys. I have totally screwed up my audio somehow. Um, select a microphone for this one. That should be going through. Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now I hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. That was fucking awful. For some reason, all my audio settings just reset. Everything just reset. And I've just had to do it all. All right, can you speak for me, Flat Out Hero? Make sure you're coming through. Yes, right. Sorry about that. Let's start again. Hello, I'm FTFE. Welcome back to the channel that does to stupidity what I just did to the beginning of this show with a typical FTFE tech fail. Whoopsie. Right, okay, so been a tough week for us all. Losing Cliff was a devastating blow to the community. And I hope that tonight we can provide some entertainment for you to all kind of get over that in the best way that you can and just have a good time. RIP Cliff, you are forever a member on this channel. You will forever be in the ticker below for the rest of time. And, you know, may you rest in peace. What a shame the waveform decided to collapse. Anyway, on to tonight. We are going to talk to Flat Out Hero again. Flat Out Hero, welcome back.
But who's Cliff?
Schrodinger's cat.
Wait, conspiracy cats?
No, not Conspiracy Cat, Schrodinger's cat.
Oh, oh, really?
Yeah, we don't really know. He passed on Sunday. He was found unresponsive in his hotel room.
Damn.
It's an absolutely devastating blow to the community. And, you know, everything I do at the moment is basically in his honour. We're still going to be doing the Skatoon show on Saturday, which I would normally produce for them, but I'll be kind of helping to host while we decide what's happening with that channel. But anyway, on to tonight. Flat Out here. First of all, a couple of questions for you. Why did you pretend to be a globe earther?
Well, because I had to challenge the flat earthers, but I had to do it with your guys paying attention. You guys don't listen to flat earthers, so I had to do it as a glober.
We do listen to flat earthers quite a lot. I mean, many of us have channels specifically where we listen to flat earthers and rebuke their claims. But basically, you lied. It is the be all and end all of it, isn't it? You straight up lied to us all.
Straight up lied to y'all.
Yeah,
I did.
yeah. And it's just goes to show that that's kind of typical behaviour of a flat earther. Why do you think it is that flat earthers tend to lie so often?
That's not true of flat earthers at all. That's actually true of your guys' channel. That's why I did it. If you look in the title,
flat earthers lie all the time.
I straight up put it in the title of the video. That just read the title of the video. It's capitalized and uncapitalized specifically for that.
Okay, yeah, but you did lie. You straight up lied, specifically to me when I asked you in a direct comment, what shape is the Earth, and you went, it's a globe. I admit I was wrong. That was a lie.
So, is it not a lie when you say that if somebody's a flat earther and they come on your show and they're not a flat earther? Is that not a lie?
I only ever bring people on that claim they are flat earthers.
Okay, well, how come that the people that you bring on don't have channels dedicated to flat earth or anything?
Because not every flat earther has a YouTube channel.
If they're going to speak about it, they do.
No, I find most of the people I debate about Flat Earth on Facebook, where they have Facebook accounts where they talk to people on Facebook. Not everybody who is a Flat Earther has a YouTube channel to talk about Flat Earth, but I invite them on to debates, and they come.
How come they don't get Flat Earth points, ever?
They attempt to. Every single one of them attempt to, but there is no Flat Earth points. There is no Flat Earth map. There is no Flat Earth model. There is no Flat Earth explanation for natural phenomenon that we experience throughout the world.
How come they respond to you, but they don't respond to any Flat Earthers?
What, like who?
Like me.
Well, when did you speak to them?
Well, I tried to fucking speak to fucking whoever it was the person you debated before me last time.
Hillside, was that?
I forget the name. It wasn't Hillside. It was somebody else. It was something. I don't remember. It was fucking. I just tried to contact him. I never got anything back from him.
Well, how did you try to contact him?
MC Tunes. I tried to contact MC Tunes debate person, and I couldn't get in contact with them. And I checked
Yeah,
both
yeah.
their
How
channels
did you try to contact them?
over YouTube.
Yeah, they don't have YouTube channels like we just discussed.
No,
So
they
yeah,
do.
the person I debated before you was Hillside. Before that, it was Brother Sanchez. Is that who you're talking about?
They're debating from their YouTube channels.
Well, Brother Sanchez definitely debated me from his YouTube channel. Is that the one you're talking about?
How do you debate from not a YouTube channel?
You're not debating from a YouTube channel right now. You're debating me on Zoom.
But okay, all right, I see.
Yeah,
All right,
but Brother Sanchez was also streaming to one of his YouTube channels. He was the one in the studio and stuff. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, it's not Brother Sanchez. It was whoever fucking was right before me.
Gleason?
Neeson? Maybe.
Gleason. Well, before you, the last person I debated was Hillside. Before that, it was Brother Sanchez. Before that, it was Gleason.
Maybe Gleason. That sounds familiar.
Well, Gleason claims to have been someone that has been debunking and destroying Globers for 5 years. Says that we don't understand the Flat Earth model, yet doesn't give a Flat Earth model. When I asked for the model, he said the UN logo. But he is most definitely a Flat Earther, because he is all over the Flat Earth Facebook groups all of the time, saying that he's destroying Globers.
Does he have a YouTube channel?
No, he does not.
Well, whoever it was, I contacted them on their YouTube channel.
Well, the only one that I've debated recently that had a YouTube channel was Brother Sanchez.
I don't know, maybe it was. I don't know.
Yeah, so what you're doing right now is called the no true Scotsman's fallacy. Oh, they're not a real flat earther, therefore you don't debate flat earthers. I'm the real flat earther. It's only a real flat earther if they've got a YouTube channel and talk about flat earth. That's called the no true Scotsman fallacy, where only your specific definition of something is correct. Everyone that I bring on this channel, whether they are a Poe or not, tells me that they think the earth is flat, and that's why I invite them on this channel. I don't limit myself to people with flat earth, with YouTube channels, because a lot of them are far too scared.
What's a Poe?
A Poe is someone who pretends to be a flat earther for whatever reasons, or just in general, a Poe is someone that pretends to be something they're not to troll people, or for attention or whatever. Research Poe's law. That's if you're not sure what a Poe is. I'm surprised after so many years in this you don't know what a Poe is. I'm sure you've been called one several times. But yeah. So anyway. I don't lie. If they say they're flat earther, I bring them on to debate. You specifically lied just to kind of garner attention and do something.
Well, for what purpose would I be garnering attention for?
Well, because you want lots of subscribers.
For what?
So that you can spread the flat earth truth.
Oh, okay. So it's not for money, right?
Well, you clearly need money because you owe $100,000. But anyway,
like clearly I couldn't get any money because I'm monetized, but I've got over 1 million views, and I've got no money for it. So I mean,
yeah, because you weren't monetized at that point.
I've been monetized the entire time.
Yeah, no, you weren't monetized to start with. You only got monetized after that big video that allowed you to reach the monetization criteria, and unfortunately, that big video was the thing that gave you that monetization criteria.
No, okay, fine. Let's say that that's right, because that probably is actually right. But now I had basically no subscribers until then. Then once I got to the 1,000, then I got the views. My views in the after that have been way more than enough to fucking get money. But I'm censored. I can't get money.
Of course. That's YouTube don't pay money for revenue. Right. Okay. Anyway, so you lied. Your excuse for lying is what? What was the reason that you lied to everybody and pretended? I mean, nobody believed you, not even me. Literally nobody believed you. Me and everyone else need to be welcoming to anybody that claims to be an ex-flat earther, because we don't want people that are on the fence to feel like they can't come out. So anybody, even a liar like you, that claims that they are no longer a flat earther, we will be welcoming to. And say, well, welcome back. I'm glad and any more questions, and be willing to help you. You just lied.
It's flat. You never go back. That's why you got nobody doing that except for Ranty.
Except for the entire playlist of ex-flat earther interviews that I have on my channel, of course.
Like Ranty, who I called out before he ever decided that he was.
Ranty was most, again, you're doing the no true Scotsman fallacy. Ranty was most definitely a flat earther. He had absolutely convinced himself the earth was flat.
I called him out before he ever.
So you were stupid before you were stupid. Good job.
No, I called him out that he was a baller, and he turned out to be a fucking baller.
Only he became a baller. Well, a baller is not really what we are. A normal person is the correct term. But he was always a flat earther, and he had a legion of flat earth fans that followed and used his examples to say that the earth was flat.
Yeah, his experiments I called out because they were fucking straight.
You mean his observations of boats going over a curve?
Observations I had already done, and I knew what he was fudging on it.
What was he fudging?
Well, for like the distance, the horizon one, for instance, he was putting his camera way above the ground. He was not putting it at the center of the camera at the level of the ground like an ant.
He always said what his observer height was. That was one thing that he always made sure to include.
Yeah, except for the observer height doesn't work on when you put it above the horizon. If you're
of course the observer height works when you put it above the horizon. That's what your observer height is. Anyway, you lied. I just wanted to make sure that we all know why you lied. But let's let people know why you're here today, shall we?
Yeah, that was the right perspective. But other than that, no, he was not doing the right perspective.
Well, okay, so you didn't understand what he was doing. That's fine. You don't understand most things, like how to be honest. But anyway, are you going to run away today if I mock you?
Dude, you mock me all the time. What's up with that?
Well, I mocked you last time by doing a fake phone call to physics, and you ran away.
No, that was because I was done with it.
Yeah, you literally said, I'm not here to be mocked, and then left the call. But anyway, what are you here for today, right? I am issuing a challenge. The challenge prize is for £50,000, which I have. You know, it's all in my savings. It's something that is I'm putting up my own money, and the challenge is very specific. The challenge is to explain a plausible mechanism on a flat, non-rotating Earth for the drift of a swinging pendulum corresponding to your latitude on Earth and turning in the direction corresponding to your northern or southern hemisphere, without claiming it is fake.
Well,
and if you can do that, if you can provide a plausible explanation for how a swinging pendulum drifts amount relating to your latitude on Earth and specifically to the hemisphere that you are on in the direction that it turns, if you can explain and demonstrate that that is the cause on a flat Earth, then you can get the £50,000. But so, what is your response to it? Is your response, I don't believe it's real?
No, my response is prove that it happens like that.
Yeah, I have done already. I've shown you several videos of it.
No, that's not showing me that it's being accurate. Number one, and it's not showing me that
it's very accurate.
Or the southern hemisphere, it doesn't show any of that. It just shows a ball swinging and it knocking over a block. Literally.
And the museums exist all around the world that have focused pendulums happening all of the time. Okay. And this is a well-known phenomenon that is measured, has scientific studies done on it. There's plenty of papers and observations that back up and verify each other, okay? And it absolutely happens. The one experiment that I like to show is the one from the gentleman's physicist.
Why would you put one from the North Pole or the South Pole where it's super obvious?
Because it's really fucking cold and hard to get to those places, and they don't have tall buildings that would allow you to do it.
You don't have to go there. You don't got to go there. You can have one of your subscribers or want somebody.
Sure. One of my subscribers is going to go to the North or South Pole, build a building tall enough to accurately make a Foucault's pendulum happen, and then perform the experiment. Yes, of course. You don't need to go and do it there because it corresponds to your latitude at every point on Earth that it is ever done. And the one I'd like to show is the gentleman physicist experiment, isn't it?
And show the Antarctic video. Yeah, I've seen this one.
Yeah.
Show the Antarctic video.
What Antarctic video?
Right. The one that they said that they did where they got little clips of pictures and stuff but no video about it.
What? Yeah, what are you talking about? Of what?
Talking about, if you type in Antarctica, Foucault pendulum, you'll find out that they did that experiment supposedly, but they couldn't show videos of it. And there is no video to prove it at all.
Yeah, okay, so let me, if something isn't recorded, does that mean it isn't an actual scientific experiment? Is that how it works? If you don't video record your experiment, it's not science.
But if I were to say that something happens, I'm going to have to record an experiment in order to prove it, right?
No, you absolutely don't have to video record your experiment to prove it. You do the experiment, you publish the paper, and if people doubt you, they can repeat the experiment to falsify what you have done. That's how it works. Science, there is nothing about science that requires you to videotape what you are doing. However, the gentleman physicist did, and the gentleman physicist came to within 0.4% accuracy. That is very accurate.
That's not accurate at all. That's
0.4% isn't accurate.
Yeah. Okay, well, 0.4% of a dime would be like very small. You'd be right. That'd be accurate. But now if you go 0.4%,
I guarantee if you got a bunch of dimes and measured all of them, right, between all the dimes that you measured, there would be more than a 0.4% difference in the actual weight of all of those dimes. Every single measurement on Earth, every single measurement ever taken has a margin of error. All measurements have a margin of error because it's literally impossible to be 100% accurate. Margin of error is something that is in science.
For the world, you better be 0.0001 in order at least if you
why? Why? Please give me a citation that says on Earth experiments measuring the rotation must come to within 0.0001%. Please show me where it says that.
Well, there is no rule book on that.
Oh, right. So you're just making shit up then, are you?
How many miles is 0.04% of 25,000 if it's just going one way, just around? 25,000, what's your mathematician?
0.04%, it was 1.4 degrees, so it was about 80 miles.
80?
Yeah, about 80 miles.
Yeah, if that's right, that's still a huge
0.4%, that's pretty damn accurate. However, if you'd done that experiment anywhere on Earth, every single time you would come to within 0.4% of your latitude. That would mean that your margin of error for that experiment is 0.4%. And if you can get to within that margin of error of 0.4%, it means your experiment shows that to within a margin of error of 0.4%, you can accurately calculate your latitude on Earth using nothing but a swinging bob on a bit of string. And this is a very lo-fi experiment with a very inaccurate recording method. Every single Foucault's pendulum that exists in a museum, right? Every single Foucault's pendulum that exists in a museum has an exact period of rotation. And every single one of them that are in museums that are going constantly give an exact location to, and I've checked this, within 0.02%. Every single time. All right? There is no Foucault's pendulum experiments that I have seen that are more inaccurate than the one done by the gentleman physicist. They are all more accurate. And the fact that it happens every single time, it always corresponds to your latitude, and it always goes clockwise in the northern hemisphere and counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere. Always, every single time. There is an explanation and the mechanism behind why that happens on a rotating globe. If you want to attempt the challenge, you need to give me a plausible mechanism as to behind why, to within a margin of error of 0.4%, a swinging pendulum can calculate your latitude on Earth.
Well, first let's do this. How about if a pendulum is it a pendulum that's rotating, or is it the Earth underneath it?
The Earth is rotating independently to the straight line swinging path of the swinging bob.
How if it's connected to the Earth?
It's not connected to the Earth.
It's on a stand that is connected to the Earth. Yes, it is.
Yeah, but it is swinging. The swinging of it, the path of motion, isn't connected to the Earth. Once it is swinging, once it is swinging, it will maintain its momentum, its position in 3D space, because that's what happens when you have a freely swinging object in physics. It maintains its position. It's the function of how a mechanical gyroscope works, is because when something is moving in that way, it can maintain its position in 3D space. And that's what it does, because it is swinging in relation to the axis of the Earth's rotation, and it is gravity is pulling it down, and there is an opposite force with the string keeping it in a arc due to inertia. That is exactly why it happens.
Okay, but now, so if I go into a cave, a big tall cave, and I put a string attached to the top, and I put the pendulum in there, is it not attached to the Earth?
It's attached to a pivot point, which allows it to swing freely in 3D space.
But it's attached to the Earth.
Yeah, but Did you stroke out when I spoke then? It is attached to a pivot point which allows it to rotate freely in 3D space. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Well, I think I do. I'm just being real clear about this. So now if something's not attached to Earth, it should see the rotation of Earth underneath it then, right?
Depends what it is and how it is being held above Earth. You know?
hot air balloon, helicopter, any of those.
Well, they use the atmosphere, which rotates with the Earth, so no, the Earth wouldn't rotate underneath them.
So the atmosphere rotates with the Earth, right?
Yes, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so if the atmosphere rotates with the Earth, then there should be a wind guiding that pendulum, right?
No, it's rotating with the Earth. That means relative to the surface of the Earth, there is no wind because there is no difference in speed between the atmosphere and the surface of the Earth. Wind is a difference between the speed of the atmosphere and the surface of the Earth, which happens due to pressure differences. The atmosphere rotating with the Earth is the thing that will cause there to be no wind.
Okay. So
Your ignorance of physics is not an argument against it, just so you know.
When the dude jumped from the highest highest skydive in the world, how come there was no wind, or you're supposed to be going about 60 miles or 60,000 miles an hour?
There was quite a lot of wind. You can hear it on the microphone.
No, like he literally was not getting blown out of his thing. I'm talking about 60,000 miles per hour worth of wind, right?
No, there wouldn't be a 60,000 mile per hour wind. That's not how it works. I just explained that. Again, did you stroke out whilst I was speaking?
Well, no, look.
The atmosphere rotates with the Earth. If you're in something, the atmosphere that is making you float because of buoyancy, then you are not going to feel a wind because you will also be rotating the same speed as the Earth. Does that make sense? No, of course it doesn't. You're a moron.
Well, I mean, if the Earth is rotating with the right?
What? Sorry?
Rotating with the air is rotating with the Earth.
Yeah.
Then the Foucault pendulum could not work.
No, that's wrong. The Foucault's pendulum is attached to a pivot point, which allows it to maintain its position in 3D space.
Not separate from the Earth.
Pivot point.
Yeah, not separate.
Pivot point.
You can repeat it.
This allows you to maintain your position in 3D space independently to the rotation of the Earth.
No, a helicopter would do that.
No, a helicopter is not attached to the Earth via a pivot point.
That's right, so the Earth should rotate on
Is the helicopter attached to the Earth via a pivot point, yes or no?
That's why it would be better.
Is the helicopter attached to the Earth via a pivot point, yes or no?
No, that's why it would be better.
Right, and is the helicopter using the atmosphere which rotates with the Earth for lift, yes or no?
No, it's using the air.
Yes or no?
Air.
Atmosphere, yes.
Atmosphere and air are different.
No, they're not. The air is the atmosphere.
Really? Because the air is more dense towards the bottom, like towards
Yes,
the Earth,
exactly.
right?
The atmosphere is more dense and less dense as it goes up. Absolutely 100%. Is the helicopter using the atmosphere to maintain its lift? Yes or no?
Using air.
Atmosphere, yes.
Fine, whatever you want.
Okay, right? Is the pendulum using the atmosphere to maintain its lift? Yes or no?
No, of course not.
Is the pendulum using a pivot point which allows you to maintain your position in 3D space? Yes or no?
No, because it's not maintaining a position. It's spinning with the Earth.
Wait, sorry. So the pendulum isn't using a pivot point. Is that what you're claiming?
No, I'm saying that if it...
Well, then listen to the question. Is the pendulum using a pivot point which allows it to maintain its position in 3D space? Yes or no?
It doesn't allow it to maintain...
That's exactly what a pivot point does.
It does not. Not when it's...
Okay. If you are arguing with physicists and everyone that does science and maths and understands physics, and you don't understand maths and physics and are not a physicist, then you are not arguing, you are just wrong. According to all physicists, all engineers, all mathematicians, anyone who studies physics knows that a pivot point will allow something that is 3D swinging underneath it to maintain its position in 3D space, because that's what physics says will happen. So,
Okay, well,
your ignorance of physics is not a fucking argument against it.
I'm an idiot, so what I do...
Yes, you are correct.
Fine, so I'd take a microwave plate that spins, and I'd put a Foucault pendulum on there and see if it spins with it.
Yeah, it won't.
Who's right. See who's right.
Yeah, it won't.
It's not independent, dude.
That's exactly what it is. Again, are you arguing with all the physicists in the world?
Fuck yes, if that's what they say, yes, I am.
Right, so you think you know more about physics than all of the physicists in the world?
No, I think I have eyes and everybody else has eyes.
Yeah, you're a fucking moron. You think you know more than all the physicists in the world. Right, so anyway, none of that is relevant to the actual challenge. The challenge is to give me a plausible mechanism as to why it happens on the flat Earth. Your misunderstanding of why it happens on the globe Earth is irrelevant to the actual challenge. The challenge is for you to give a plausible mechanism as to why a Foucault's pendulum will show you your latitude to within a margin of error of 0.0 0.4%, and will rotate clockwise in the northern hemisphere and counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere. For £50,000, you need to give a plausible mechanism and an explanation as to why that happens on a flat, non-rotating Earth. Can you do that?
You gotta show me those videos you're talking about, because I've never seen them.
Again, it's not about your ignorance of physics. It is to why it happens.
I told you before this. I told you go ahead and bring them. You said you'd bring them.
Yeah, again, it happens. It's well-known physical phenomenon. I have shown you a video of it happening, and if you perform the experiment yourself the proper way, you will find out. The burden relies on you to disprove what I am saying, because all of the evidence shows that it does. So the challenge is to explain why it happened. No, shut up. It's not to deny it happens. It's not to claim it fake. The challenge is to say why it happens if the Earth is flat and non-rotating. Why does it happen?
Let's see it happening.
Okay, cool. Here you go. Here's it happening right here.
Okay, I've seen that video.
Yep, so there you go. There you go. There's your evidence. That's all you need. That happens. It matches latitude within 0.4%.
They even admitted in that video it was fucking way more than 0.04%.
No, it was exactly 0.4%. It was 1.4 degree, which worked out to 0.4%.
1.4 degrees?
Yeah.
Okay. 1.4 degrees is 0.4% of what?
Of 360.
Okay, so if you got, let's see the other videos then.
You want more videos of Foucault's pendulum? Is that what you want?
I want to see the other videos saying where they are, showing that they're along the latitude and longitude.
There's plenty of videos of it happening. They haven't done the maths in the videos.
Well, okay. Now, how do you know they're within?
You can go to Curtis. I think his name's Curtis Lane, and he did a one where he actually lied with the Foucault's pendulum as it swung overnight. I'm pretty sure he did the maths on it on that one. But again, if you want more evidence, that is on you. All right. I have shown you that it happens. All right. It is a well-known physical phenomenon. I don't care if you are saying it doesn't happen. The burden's on you to prove that it doesn't happen when I provided evidence that it does. The challenge is to explain why it happens if the Earth is flat and non-rotating. Can you do that, or is there no reason why it happens?
There is a pivot point that is connected to the Earth. So if the Earth is spinning, it would be spinning with it.
No, pivot points allow you to move independently. That's what a pivot point does.
If they're not attached to the
No, a pivot point allows you to move independently. That is the purpose of a pivot point.
Okay, so then on a microwave plate, when I put a pivot point above the microwave plate and spin it, it's not going to spin with it?
No. If it was traveling at a constant rate, it would not move because the thing was moving. It wouldn't. It would go with it at the same speed. It would only move once you started to swing it.
No, it's 4 posts are sitting on the microwave tray. You don't think that those 4 posts are going to rotate with pivot point 2?
Right. Where is the bob hanging from?
From the pivot point. Make a tent. Four posts making a tent.
Right. And then you've got a little bob hanging from your pivot point on the microwave. Right. And as your microwave table turns, that pivot point will stay complete. That bob will be completely downwards. That's it. As it starts, it will as you start in the microwave, it will shake. But after the constant movement keeps going, that bob will be pointed completely downwards. It will not move because the plate is moving.
No, you're right. Now, how come it works on Earth, which is spinning west?
Say again.
How come if you can even spin it faster than the Earth is supposed to be rotating, and you scale down, and it's not, and it's going to move with the pivot, and it's still pointing down. Just because it's spinning doesn't mean it's not going to be pointing down.
Okay, I don't think you understand what's going on here. The freely moving, swinging bob maintains its position in 3D space, which allows the Earth to rotate independently to the plane of the swing.
But it doesn't.
But it does.
If you put it on a microwave tray or microwave plate, it won't. It will show that the ball.
No, it absolutely would.
Put a mark on the ball side closest.
Right. Okay. If that's your claim, go and do it then.
I'll make a video after this.
Okay. Wait. I'm getting one specific.
Is it my turn? Do you see what's on my screen right now? I've been showing this whole time.
Wait. That? Yeah. Okay. We're talking about pendulums here, so.
No, I know, but we're not. We're done with that, right?
No, we're not done with that. That's the purpose here. I've got more evidence to show you. You wanted to see more, so.
Let's do that.
Okay, so here we go. This is Curtis Lane. I think that's his name. Curtis Batut, right? He spent a day inside the Natural History Museum. I think it's in Chicago. And throughout the video, he actually shows it moving. You know, he spends the time there with it.
Okay.
Right. And he spends the whole day and night, literally sleeps next to it. You know, there is actually an unedited video on his channel as well.
So all night it swung? Nobody had to swing it anymore?
No, it keeps going because there is magnetic buffers that make it continue to swing in its natural plane.
Well, now wait a minute. That's not a natural swing. Then.
Yeah, it is. Again, it allows it to continue swinging in its natural plane. Do you understand those words? There is no issue. There is no issue. Shut up. There is no issue with the way it swings. It is perfectly valid for a Foucault's pendulum. I don't care about your objections. This is the evidence you asked for.
There's magnets.
Shut up.
Shut up. With the magnets.
Shut up.
Ball. Do it
the magnets are irrelevant. Shut up. I said the magnets are irrelevant. I said shut up. You do not talk about the magnets. They're completely irrelevant. Shut up.
Push it one or another.
Do as you're told. All right. The magnets are irrelevant. They allow it to continue swinging in its natural plane. And so in this video, he goes over the maths of how long it took to swing and how it compares to his latitude. So you can go back to watch the world turn. And on his channel, he has the unedited video to show that the thing happens completely. Interestingly, this guy also measured the Earth with a bicycle and 2 sticks. All right. I'm not having your ignorant objections to experiments. All right. I don't care if you don't understand them. That is the evidence you asked for. All right. 2 videos that show that it does exactly what I've said. And someone actually said South Pole Foucault's pendulum has a video. So let me
I bet
check
you
for
all
that.
of them are fucking magnetic that are in the museums. I bet you all of them are.
Well, of course, how else is it going to stay swinging?
Right? Well, I mean, because the Earth's spinning, right?
No, the Earth spinning doesn't make the pendulum swing. Again, I've told you that many, many times.
Well, then how does it measure the Earth spin?
Because, oh fuck's sake, the amount that it drifts is corresponding to your latitude on Earth. Because it's the plane of the... No, the plane of the swing, as again showed in this video, and the one I just showed, the plane of the swing, the amount that it drifts corresponds to your latitude because the plane of the swing stays relative to the Earth's axis of rotation, which means that if you're at the North or South Pole, it would be 24 hours. The further away you get, the more the period of rotation becomes. This happens. Again, I don't want your ignorant, stupid... I don't want your ignorant, stupid arguments against the experiment. I want you to explain how it happens if the Earth is flat. At least... shut up. I'm talking. At least attempt... I'm talking. At least attempt to explain why it happens if the Earth is flat. At least attempt it.
Okay, let me see one on the equator, and if you can...
You can go and find it yourself. I have shown enough evidence. My burden is met. It is now down to you to explain why it happens. Now explain why it happens.
With the challenge, you should have brought
that evidence. The challenge is fine. I've given you the challenge. There is plenty of evidence. If you want more evidence, you can go and find it yourself. There is plenty... Shut up, I'm talking. There is plenty of evidence on... I'm talking. You shut up when I'm talking. There is plenty of evidence online to back up my claim. All right? If you want to do research... Listen when I'm talking to you. If you want to do... I am talking. You can't listen if you are also talking. All right? If you want to see... I'll mute you if you talk again whilst I'm talking, all right? Okay? If you want more evidence of the claim, then it's on you to go and find more evidence. Science does not go to your own personal standards of evidence. I have shown you more than enough evidence to back up my claim that Foucault's pendulums measure the rotation of the Earth by drifting an amount corresponding with the with your latitude, always clockwise in the northern hemisphere, always counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere. The challenge for £50,000 is for you to explain why that happens if the Earth is flat and non-rotating. Can you even attempt the challenge? Please give me an explanation as to why it happens. No bullshit, no fucking complaining about the experiment. Why does it happen? Why does it happen if the Earth is flat and non-rotating?
Okay, ready? I'll show you it on the equator, and we'll see if it moves. How about that?
Again, why does it happen if the Earth is flat and non-rotating? I've asked you more than enough times.
doesn't, right? It does not on the equator, right?
No, the plane of rotation to the equator would counter out the fact that the Earth's axis is matching the plane of rotation. So a Foucault's pendulum directly 100% at the equator will not drift.
Okay, let's see that.
Yeah, you can go and find that yourself. I've given you enough evidence.
I'll show you later. But now look, this is my point.
How are you going to show me later? Are you exactly on the equator?
I didn't say I would.
Well, how are you going to do it then?
I'll show you video of it. How about that?
You got a video of it?
No.
Well, is there a video of it? Do you know, or are you just making shit up? Again,
well, I mean,
right?
There's no video I found of it.
I have provided enough evidence to back up my claim. I can also provide, like, I think at last count I got to 23 scientific peer-reviewed papers that talk about the phenomenon, do the experiment, and explain why it happens. I have many different educational explanations that are given in college with examples backing up the claims. Right, my burden is met for the fact that it matches your latitude to within a margin of error of 0.4%. Right, now your part of this challenge is to explain why it happens if the Earth is flat and non-rotating. Attempt it.
Okay. Why do they have this experiment everywhere but the places it would be most noticeable, like Antarctica and the North Pole and the equator?
Yeah, apparently there is one at the South Pole. Again, if you want more evidence, then it is on you to find it. I don't want you to talk about the experiment. I want you to explain why it happens on a flat Earth. Go.
Because it doesn't happen.
Why?
It does not happen, period.
It does happen.
No.
I've shown you evidence. No, you don't get to just deny. I have shown you evidence. If you want to falsify the evidence, then you need to go and do that. You can do more research yourself, but I have shown you plenty of evidence to back up my claim. It always drifts in correspondence to your latitude. Always clockwise in the northern hemisphere, always counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere. Why does that happen if the Earth is flat and non-rotating? Attempt an explanation, you ignoramus.
Counterclockwise or clockwise, it goes randomly.
No, it does not.
Unless it's a museum.
No. Again, it always goes clockwise in the northern hemisphere, and it always goes counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere. Why?
Not on non-magnetic ones. Not on non-magnetic ones.
Yes, always.
Not on non-magnetic ones. Well, show me
always.
A non-magnetic one that it corresponds with.
This one is non-magnetic, and it worked.
That is museum, I said.
I don't know if museums have non-magnetic ones, because then they would have to start it swinging over and over and over. Mm-hmm. Again, I do not care about your objections. I want you to explain why it happens, because it does. Why does it happen if the Earth is flat and non-rotating? Attempt an explanation.
It does not happen.
It does. I've shown you evidence that it happens. Stop nut-utting. You look fucking stupid every time you do it. Attempt an explanation.
You showed me fucking one video, which I've already seen, that shows that it was not accurate enough to be...
0.4% margin of error is very accurate.
It was not accurate.
0.4% is very accurate.
0.04%, and no.
It's 0.4%. That's very accurate.
I thought it was 0.04%.
It's 0.4%. That is very accurate.
Even worse than freaking the 0.04%.
I never said it was 0.04%. I said it was 0. Yeah, that's because you're a fucking moron and you can't listen. It is 0.4% margin of error, which is very accurate.
So 0.4% of 25,000.
Yes.
Is 80.
So again, why does it happen if the Earth is flat and non-rotating?
It doesn't.
It does.
It doesn't.
I don't care about your nut-us. It absolutely 100% does. There is more than enough evidence to back up my claim. I don't care about your stupid nut-us. It happens. Why does it happen if the Earth is flat and non-rotating?
My stupid nut-us?
Yes, your stupid nutters, because that's all you've fucking got. All you've got is being a lying dickhead and going nutter to facts.
Where is the football stadium?
Yeah, we're not talking about football stadiums and your stupid requests for specific evidence.
Well, you lied and said that you could see it. Angular resolution is a 0.1.
Yeah, you can see plenty. You could
Well,
see.
where is it?
You absolutely
Where-
could. You absolutely could see.
Right
Based
now.
on angular resolution calculations, you absolutely could see it. That doesn't mean that I can instantly go and get you a photo because I don't know if there is one. But angular resolution
Right.
says it could happen. I don't give a fuck about your specific standard of evidence because you're a fucking moron. I want you to
Right.
address the challenge. Stop trying to change the subject. Stay on track. Address the challenge, or you lose. Address the challenge, or shut the fuck up and listen. You are here for one reason: to address why, within 0.4% margin of error, a pendulum, the drift.
Nobody wants to hear.
Again,
They know-
no, right. I'm going to mute you. I'm going to ask you again. Don't talk while I'm talking. All right. Why, to within a margin of error of 0.4%, does a pendulum show a drift that corresponds with your latitude on Earth? Every single time. Every single time. Why does a pendulum drift clockwise in the northern hemisphere and counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere? Because it does. There is plenty of evidence of that. Don't care about your nutters. Explain why it happens or you lose and prove you're a fucking idiot and the flat Earth can't explain anything.
I don't have to explain anything.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do, because it happens. Then you have to explain it.
I like how you're avoiding the football stadium. Right
Yeah,
here.
we're not talking about football stadiums. I don't give a fuck about your stupid, specific standard of evidence, you absolute fucking idiot. I don't give a fuck about the things that you want. I want you to address the evidence that destroys your fucking cult. Your cult that ruins lives. Your cult that kills people. Your cult that tells people to not fucking trust anyone or anything. Your cult of fucking idiots that are spread across the internet. You fucking explain it or you have nothing.
Who's a fucking liar? You said you could see a football stadium. Where's it at?
Yeah, I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about pendulums. Stop changing the subject, you waste of fucking oxygen.
Well, it's been about 20 minutes. Everybody can see there ain't no fucking football stadium, so.
Yeah, I'm not talking about football stadiums.
The liar. I admit to being a liar where I lie.
Yeah, you are a fucking liar, because that's all Flat Earth's got. Hashtag gotta fucking lie the Flerf. Now address the evidence or admit you cannot.
Show me where you see a football stadium.
Yeah, we're not talking about football stadiums right now.
Because you don't want
Stop changing the subject. Stop changing the subject. Stop changing the subject, you fucking liar. Stay on track.
My answer's been there.
No. You haven't given an answer. All you've done is claim that it's fake and gone nutter. It's a fact. It's a physical phenomenon that happens on Earth. You have to address why, or you have nothing.
I addressed it. It's over.
No, you haven't. You said it isn't real. That's not addressing it. That is going nutter. You either address it or you have nothing. I am fed up with your fucking shit.
Okay. And so now we're back to square one. You know,
You've got two choices, right? You can either address why it happens or you can fuck off. That's your two choices.
That's my choices, dude.
Yeah, that's your only choices you get. You either address why it happens or you can fuck off. And if you do not address why it happens and you choose to fuck off, that means you admit the Earth isn't flat and it is in fact a rotating globe. Those are your two choices. Either address that it happens or address why it happens or admit the Earth is a globe. That's your only two choices.
You admit the Earth is flat if you can't.
No, I've given you your two choices. You explain why it happens, or if you cannot, you admit the Earth is not flat.
At least I gave you an explanation. What's yours?
You haven't given me an explanation.
I did. It doesn't. It's not real.
No, that's not an explanation as to why it happens because it is real.
That doesn't happen.
It does happen. It absolutely 100% does happen. There is countless scientific papers on it happening. It is a physical phenomenon that you can do yourself. It is done by physics students all over the world all of the time. It happens. Address why it happens, or you are a fucking idiot that has destroyed the flat Earth all on your own.
Type 1 if you can see a football stadium live chat.
Yeah, no one cares about a football stadium.
Well, I mean, you lied about it, so I mean.
No, I didn't lie about it.
I admit I lied.
I didn't lie about anything.
Yeah, you did. Where's the fucking football stadium?
No idea. I'm not looking at what you're presenting because it's nothing to do with this conversation.
It's on your screen.
I'm not. Okay, I'll just get rid of your screen then.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's not relevant to this conversation.
Oh, it's relevant.
No, it's not relevant to this conversation. This conversation is specifically about my challenge to you, and the fact you can't do it destroys the flat Earth.
Started off by saying I lied.
You did lie.
I did.
Yes, you lied 100%.
100%. Now, are you going to admit you lied or are you a liar?
I didn't lie about anything.
Okay, so where's the football stadium?
I'm not looking at that. I'm not talking about football stadiums right now.
Well, you could look at that. But
yeah, I don't want to because we're not talking about that right now. Stop trying to change the subject.
No,
Stop being so dishonest and trying to change the subject because you need to weasel out of the fact you can't explain a natural physical phenomenon that happens on Earth.
No, it's not natural when you got magnets involved. It's not natural.
Sorry, are magnets not natural?
No, your math is fucking. No, not when you place them. No,
So
no.
sorry. So maths and placing them, and sorry, magnets and placing them isn't natural. Wait, what did that? Was it a ghost? Did a ghost place those magnets? Was it something supernatural? Oh my god, you're a fucking idiot.
If you place a magnet somewhere, no, it's not a natural magnet.
Sorry, are we not part of nature?
If you place it somewhere,
Are humans part of nature? Yes or no?
No, like yes, we are, but fucking that's not.
Yes, we are part of nature. Are magnets part of nature? Yes or no?
A fox is part of nature. If a fox puts a rock somewhere, that is not a natural fucking formation of the rock.
Yes, it is, because the fox is nature, the rocks are nature. Everything that happened there was nature.
Okay, so everything's natural, no matter what. Then, according to you.
Yeah. Well, nature, natural, is the physical world. Supernatural is flat Earth because it's not real. God, it's not real. Ghosts, they're not real. Santa Claus, it's not real. I just don't want my kids to hear that, of course. The thing is, you don't understand things, so you misunderstand it and think the Earth is flat because you have the fucking IQ of the fungus I find underneath my left toenail.
How did you find out the IQ of your fungus?
I asked it, and it gave the same kind of answers that you do.
Did it tell you why the fuck it's there? Take a shower?
Yeah, because it's trying to hide from you.
Okay.
Yeah, so the fact that you cannot explain a physical phenomenon, a natural physical phenomenon that happens on Earth every single time you test it, it destroys the flat Earth. There is no explanation as to why a pendulum drifts the way it does if the Earth is flat and non-rotating. There is no explanation for it. And the fact is, it happens. I don't care if you don't believe that it happens. It happens.
Well, apparently you do, because you really want me to fucking say something different.
Yeah, I want you to attempt an explanation.
How the fuck am I going to explain why pink elephants don't fly? How could I do that? I can't do that.
Pink elephants flying isn't a thing. A pendulum drifting in correspondence to your latitude is a thing.
Neither is pendulum being accurate.
But absolutely 100% is. I don't care if you don't think it is. I have shown you evidence that to within 0.4% accuracy, a pendulum can determine your location, your latitude on Earth.
Every single pendulum ever swung will fucking do that thing, right?
Yeah. If it is long enough and is designed to specifically get rid of influences that create elliptical orbits, and it manages to stay on a plane when it's swinging, then it will drift in accordance with the latitude that you are on Earth.
If it's designed, it's not natural.
Sorry, again, humans are part of nature. Anything we design is also natural.
No, that's like saying a building is natural.
Yeah, again, is building part of nature? Are humans part of nature? Yes or no?
That's not the same thing.
Is an anthill natural? Is an anthill nature?
Yep, that's not a natural formation of the sand.
So anthills aren't natural.
Natural means unaffected by life.
So you're saying anthills aren't natural?
No, anthills are not the natural layout of the sand. They're going to affect the sand. Your natural sand.
Guys, you heard it here first. Anthills aren't natural. What a fucking idiot you are. Again, I'm going to ask you. You only have two options, all right? You either leave or you give the explanation, all right? Shut up. I'm talking again. You either explain why it happens, or you are admitting that there is no explanation and the Earth cannot be flat.
There is no explanation, and the Earth's definitely flat.
Well, you can't have both.
Well, no, because there's no explaining why pink elephants don't fly.
It's irrelevant. Stop trying to change the subject. We're talking about pendulums, and they absolutely do drift in correspondence to your latitude.
I can show you a cartoon named Dumbo, and you're going to say that that's a natural phenomenon too, because cartoonists draw natural shit, right?
Anything done by humans is natural. We are nature.
That's not what the natural is. Not fucking.
Find me a citation that backs up your claim of what nature is.
Oh shit! Let's go with natural and nature. They are not the same explanation.
So, are you saying that an anthill isn't in nature?
It is nature, but it's not natural.
So, you're saying that something in nature and something being natural are not the same thing?
Yes. If I put a ball rock.
Interesting. You're a fucking moron.
Natural rock formation.
You are a complete and utter dipshit who hasn't a clue what he's talking about. You are a liar. That's all you are. You're a liar, and all you can do is avoid the subject that you know fucking destroys you. You run away from it so fast. You're like an anti-vaxxer hiding from a needle.
If I build a Grand Canyon, that means that it's a natural thing? Natural phenomena?
Yeah, you're part of nature. You're natural. Anything you do is part of nature.
No. Yeah, nature and natural have different definitions, dude. Look them up.
Anything that you do is also natural.
No, that's not nature.
Yeah.
Natural does not equal nature. Are you fucking ridiculously stupid?
Really? So
Yeah,
things in nature aren't natural.
Things in nature can be natural, and they can be unnatural.
Yeah, and anything that humans do is also that. So again, why does the drift of a pendulum happen?
It can be natural and it can be unnatural. Yeah, it can do that.
Just go on. At least attempt an explanation. All right.
I did. I already showed you.
No, you haven't attempted an explanation. All right. How about just play along. All right. Just try and play along. Assume that what I'm saying is correct. All right. And give an explanation as to why that would happen if the Earth is flat and non-rotating.
Why would I give a fucking? I can't explain why pink elephants would.
Yeah, we're not talking about pink elephants. We're talking about the natural drift of a pendulum.
If you just said that, there's no natural drift to the pendulum.
Oh, there is.
Pendulum, you have to design it that way.
Anyway, are you gonna try or?
Well, you already answered me. They designed it that way.
Who designs what way?
Whoever designs your pendulum that you're talking about, they designed it.
So every pendulum is designed to drift in a certain way.
Yeah.
Have you got evidence of that claim, please?
They're going to repetitively show the same.
Yeah. Have you got any evidence of that claim that you've just made, please?
You just said it. You said they're designed that way.
Okay. So anyway, let's have a look at this. What I'm showing you. Yeah, I'm not dealing with your shit. All right. You either answer the questions or you don't get to talk, basically. So this is the South Pole Foucault pendulum, winter 2001.
Here's those pictures. Where's the video?
Yeah, science doesn't have to have video.
Yeah, well, if you want to have some proof, I can take a bunch of pictures of what I'm talking about.
Well, this is the proof here. This is the evidence that it happened. If you don't believe the evidence, the burden is on you to go and repeat the experiment at that place.
You literally have nobody that has fucking shown that video anywhere. That video does not exist.
Again, I am showing you the reports of it happening.
Okay, and if I show you reports of the Earth being flat, are you going to believe them?
Well, there aren't any. So.
Yeah, there's plenty of them. There's actual video evidence of them. But now, if you want to just say that, oh yeah, there's some documents, or if I say there's some documents here and there's some pictures here and it's not showing anything that you can verify, but you got to believe it, then I'd be.
Well, you know what? Here's what happens, right? If you doubt that this is valid, the onus is on you to go and prove that it is not true. Right?
And you know that's possible.
No. That's how these things work. Okay? If you don't believe it, if you don't believe the evidence that is presented, right? The onus is on you to falsify it. That's how science works. This is evidence that it happened. This is the report that it happened. This is all the maths and the pictures documenting it happening. Science does not require you to have a video because science has been done for more than the time that video has been around. So do not fucking try and strawman science with your own personal. I'm talking. Do not try and. I'm talking. I'm going to mute you. If you talk again while I'm talking, I'll mute you.
Got it. Full cup.
Right, you're muted because you were talking when I'm trying to talk. All right. You can talk again when I finish. You're muted right now. No one can hear you. Okay. So, here is evidence that it happens. Here is documentation that it happened at the North Pole and with the amount that we expected it to happen at the South Pole. So this is one of the things that you asked for, evidence of it happening at the South Pole. All right. So at the South Pole, it had a period of rotation, the amount that we expected. There is your evidence. If you do not believe the evidence, the onus is on you to falsify it. Okay? Now, you are unmuted. You can talk.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I've unmuted you now. So, how are you going to falsify this evidence?
I'm going to show you a video of the Foucault pendulum on the equator. How about that?
You're going to show me a video of the Foucault pendulum on the equator. Go on then.
You see that? You see that? Foucault. Well, I mean.
Wait. I need to get you up. Why can't you actually screen share instead of showing me a fucking picture like from your phone?
It's on a different.
Oh right, that's because you're a flat Earth. You're a fucking moron. Anyway, right. Yep. So show me the Foucault's pendulum at the equator. Go on then.
Okay, right there. Now there's what my search is. Where's a video of it?
No, I thought you said you were about to show me a video of it.
This is a video I'm showing you. There's none. There's literally none.
Well, no, you just said you were going to show me a video of the Foucault's pendulum at the equator.
Well, now let's see. If there's no video of it, that's pretty odd, isn't it?
No, not really. Again, your specific standard of evidence are irrelevant. I've just shown you evidence of it happening at the South Pole. It is up to you to falsify the evidence if you doubt it.
Well, I would. Think
How are you going to falsify the evidence to back up your claim it doesn't happen?
Well, one of the main spots and the only one we can get to, not North Pole, not South Pole, but the equator, it doesn't have any evidence of it. Why is that?
I don't know. No one's done it at the equator, and I've no idea why. It's relevant. It has been done all over the world, and every time it is done, it corresponds to your latitude. I've just shown you evidence of it being done at the South Pole, which is one of the things that you requested. I don't care if you don't think that it's valid because it's not a video. I've just shown you evidence of it. How are you going to falsify the claim?
You don't think that's a little...
How are you going to falsify the claim?
Easiest place...
How are you going to falsify the claim?
I'm showing you there's...
No. All you're showing me is that there's not a video of it. Science does not require there to be a video of it. Please tell me how you're going to falsify the claim that I have presented.
The simplest places to view it would be the equator, the North Pole, and the South Pole. None of which can be verified.
I've just shown you evidence of it happening at the South Pole. I don't care about your specific standard of evidence. I have shown you plenty of evidence to determine that it happens. Are you admitting that you cannot have an explanation on a flat Earth?
That's not the explanation of flat Earth. That's fucking one simple little fucking point that you're trying to make, and it doesn't have anything to do with anything.
It absolutely, a pendulum drifting with the correspondence to your latitude absolutely destroys the flat Earth. It kills it, dead, 100%. It's done. There is no coming back. There is no coming back from this. It's done. It's over. Flat Earth is dead. There is no explanation. If there was an explanation for why it happens on a flat Earth, then you would at least attempt to get £50,000. And tell you what, right now, shut up. Right, give me. I want. Shut up. I'm doing something right now. Can someone clip this? All right, and please spread it to all of the flat earthers that you can find. I am challenging any flat earther to win £50,000 to give a plausible explanation for the mechanism behind the drift of a pendulum corresponding to your latitude on Earth. Because it always does. Shut up, I'm talking. I'm not asking you right now. I'm talking. Okay. I'll mute you if you can't shut up. All right, you're muted right now. So any flat earther can give this challenge a go. All right. All you need to do is give me a plausible mechanism and an explanation as to why it happens. Demonstrate that your explanation is correct, and you will win £50,000. A pendulum will drift in accordance with your latitude on Earth. I have evidence of it doing what it is supposed to do at several different latitudes. For £50,000, all you have to do is give me the reason why it happens if the Earth is flat and non-rotating. Do you want money? Yes, you do, because you're all homeless. So attempt the challenge. £50,000. And if you do it and I disagree with you, all right, I invite you to take me to court to claim the money. There's the challenge. All flat earthers, £50,000. All right, you can speak again.
Okay, so you're saying that if I show you a pendulum not working on the equator, I get $50,000? That's what you said. You
need to make sure that... No, I didn't say that at all. Don't storm on me. The experiment needs to be done correctly.
Wait, what does correctly mean?
Well, I can give details of exactly how the experiment needs to be done. It needs to be in an extremely tall location with a bob as heavy as can be allowed, with a string or rope that doesn't have twists and braids. And it needs to be done with a pivot point or ball bearing that allows it to move freely in 3D space. It needs to be in an area that is free of outside influence, so no wind or anything, to be able to accurately see if the drift corresponds to your latitude. If the experiment is done properly and disproves what I am saying, then that's brilliant. You can get £50,000, but you need to actually disprove what I am saying. But that means the experiment needs to be done properly in accordance with the way that it's actually done around the rest of the world. You know, if you couldn't just do it in a room like this, attaching it to your ceiling, all right, that wouldn't be enough, all right? You would have too many influences over such a short distance. It needs to be long, it needs to be heavy, it needs to be free of braids, it needs to be with a pivot point, and it needs to be in an area free of influences from the outside. Okay?
Exactly. Of a Foucault pendulum in a museum, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if you can disprove what I'm saying, and Well, you don't get the money if you disprove what I'm saying, because the challenge is to explain why it happens on the Earth being flat. All right, but it does happen. It does happen. All right, it absolutely does happen. Okay, and that's the challenge. The challenge is to explain why it happens. If you can disprove, all right, I'll put another challenge out right now that just for £10,000. If you can disprove a Foucault's pendulum by doing the experiment properly and it not getting the results, then that's a £10,000 challenge. But the £50,000 challenge is to explain why it happens on a flat Earth, because it does, and I've got the evidence well, not on a flat, it happens on a globe Earth, and I've got the evidence for that.
Literally, you're believing somebody telling you that shit on video, bro.
No, it's been done. It's not. I've actually done Foucault's experiment myself at college.
Okay, well, fucking, you still got it or what?
No, because you don't record all the experiments you do.
No, I'm saying, do you still have the pendulum?
No, because I'm not at college.
But you built a big ass fucking pendulum and you didn't keep it?
No, you use stuff that's there. You don't take it home. You don't take home everything that you do at college.
Okay, but you got any pictures of it?
No, it was from like 20 plus years ago.
Okay.
But literally every physics student in the world that studied physics at university does the Foucault's pendulum experiment and used it to derive their latitude.
Okay.
So, you know, the fact here is that flat Earth is dead. If it can't do this challenge, flat Earth is completely and utterly 100% dead.
According to you, but you've said that all along, so...
No, it is. It kills the flat Earth, all right? If the flat Earth can't explain this natural phenomenon, the Earth is not flat and non-rotating.
Okay.
It's as simple as that.
If you say so.
The more Matrix Revealed says, so an unmanned crane with a chain. Yeah, again, you missed that. That's not a swinging pendulum, is it? A swinging pendulum corresponds to your latitude on Earth. A chain with a crane just sitting there is not a swinging pendulum in an area free of influence from the outside. Fucking that's Level Earth Observer being stupid, not understanding things.
Well, it is if it's moving, it would be moving it without a push, but
yeah.
Where's the?
No, we're not moving on. This is what the discussion is about. If you can't attempt the explanation, you can just fuck off.
Okay, so you only get to make a point, but I don't get a point. What kind of debate is that?
This specific debate was about the pendulum challenge.
No, it was not.
Yeah, it was. I told you that.
I never agreed to that.
Yeah, you absolutely did.
No, I did not.
Do you want me to get the messages up?
I said that fucking you need to bring evidence that shows that if you're going to do it, and you have not.
And I've done it. I've done the evidence. It's done.
You've got some clips out of some videos that say that the math is correctly.
Yeah, I've also shown you a documented experiment at the South Pole.
No, I told you about that experiment.
Yeah, and I've shown you the paper of the documented experiment at the South Pole.
Also, in our messages, I can show you where I said that will not qualify because it's just a pictures and it's just.
I don't care if you think it doesn't qualify because it's just pictures. Can you right? Do me a favor. Show me a citation right now. Show me a citation right now that says science is only valid if it's recorded with a video camera and put on YouTube. Go on.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that.
Right. So is science valid if it is documented and there's pictures taken?
Now, is it science if it's not filmed and not determinable by anybody else?
It is determinable by anybody else. You can go there and do it.
You can't go to Antarctica and do it.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you absolutely can.
How much does that cost?
I don't know. You've apparently got hundreds of thousands of pounds, so it's cool.
No, if you actually pay attention to my videos or read the description of my challenges, no, I did not. Never claimed that.
Well. It's not my fault that you can't afford it. Why don't you fundraise? Yeah, there's apparently a flat Earth millionaire. He could go and do it, couldn't he?
I said I would pay $1,000 a month.
So yeah, you don't have $1,000 a month. Don't fucking lie. So flat Earth millionaire apparently is a millionaire. So he would be able to afford to go to South Pole and do this experiment. Why won't he?
I have no idea who that is. Probably not a flat Earther. I don't know.
You've talked about it before. One sec. The more Matrix Revealed says, you fool, FTFE. You fool! Ha ha ha! I'm talking about motion of your model, lol. Spinning 1,000 miles an hour. We do not spin 1,000 miles an hour. We spin 0.000694 RPM, 15.04 degrees per hour. Only at the equator is that a tangential velocity of 1,042 miles an hour. You fucking moron. What else did he say? Well, orbiting 66,000 miles per hour elliptical orbit. You don't orbit in miles per hour. The Earth is rotating around the sun at 1 degree per day.
Where's the football field?
Elliptical orbit, well, corkscrew and being pulled by the sun's gravity. Pull on, lol. Well, again, your ignorance of science is irrelevant, More. More, if you would like to... I'm talking to the chat. Will you chill? More, if you would like to debate your your evidence of flat Earth, then please contact me instead of just being a moron in the chat. Right, anyway... so you admit there's no explanation for why it happens on a flat Earth. Cool, no worries. You lose the challenge. So what's your nonsense about here?
Okay, well, my nonsense about here is if your angular resolution says that you could see a football field from 300 miles away, how come at only 250 or maybe 300, depending on where they're at, you can't see even...
There's clouds right now. What are you going to see through clouds?
You'll be able to... I've got plenty of video of this. I've been showing it the whole time.
Yeah, okay, so show me a video of something over a... where there's a football field then.
How about a city? That right now it's over a city.
Yeah, show me, where would the football field be?
Well, that's right. Where would it be? It'd be too small to point out.
Well, no, show me where it would be and we'll zoom in and have a look.
Well, it would be inside one of the major cities.
Yeah, show me exactly where. Show me exactly where, all right? And then send me a high-def version of the pic and we'll zoom in and have a look.
Well, look, right there. There's high.
Yeah, again, I see snow, all right? You are not saying, right, what you need to do here is go, this is where we should be able to see a football field. We can't see it. Instead of just showing random images of the Earth and going, where's the football field, like a fucking moron. Show me where there should be a football field, take a screenshot of it, make sure it's high def, and send it to me, and we will zoom in live here and see if we can see at least the outline or anything of the football field, all right?
I'll show you a football field from 2,000 feet high. Just 2,000 feet, not even a mile. Not even a mile. Let's go with that.
And do you have a high-def picture that you can send me?
It's a picture without zoom.
And it's relative to human eyes, is it?
Well, I mean, if it's not using zoom, that's what your camera sees, that's what you see.
No, that's not how cameras work.
If I take a picture...
Are you saying the default setting of every camera is exactly the same as human eyes?
Well, there's no exact same of human eyes because there's different...
Fuck me, you're stupid.
Do you think that people don't have stigmatisms and shit?
Oh.
Is that what you're saying?
Sorry, I'm just laughing at your stupidity and the chat. Anyway, so yeah, show me a high-def picture that's equivalent to human eyesight, and then point out where the football field should be, and then let's have a look if we can make out at least the outline or shape of it.
Do you not think that what we were just seeing that whole time on my screen, the whole time, the ISS live feed, do you not think that that's what they see out their window with their eyes?
Again, I don't know where it was. If you show me somewhere that's supposed to be a...
anywhere.
You know, where we're supposed to see an actual football field, and then send me a high-def picture of it that matches human eyes from that height, we can zoom in and have a look. How about that, all right?
Wherever they're filming over a city, you should see it. If it's got a football field there. It doesn't. Never. You'll never see one. How about that? You'll never ever
this is your claim. Show me an exact image of where it should be then. Because I have specifically met the burden of my claim. Your claim here is that you cannot see at all anything like the shape or outline of a football field from the height the ISS is with a camera that matches the human eyes. All right? So show me exactly a shot of a place where we should be able to see a football field, where there would be one in the field of view, and we'll zoom in and have a look and see what we can make out.
There is no football field visible from the ISS ever, and you can't show me one that there is.
No, it's your claim. You need to specifically show me a point where it should be visible, and we can test that claim. Go on then, over to you. All right, I'll put your screen up, all right? You've got 5 minutes. Show us where we should see a football field. Show us a picture that in that picture has a football field in it, right?
Okay.
And we can zoom in and have a look. Go on then, over to you.
Right. Here's my 5 minutes. Boom. You see that? You see that? How much of that screen is taken up by a football field?
Is that a football field? It looks like quite a lot.
Well, there's a football field in there.
Okay. Oh, you mean American, like fake football? Right. Okay. Wonder why it was round.
Pigskin football, yeah.
Yeah, that's not real football. Yeah, you can quite clearly see it there. How high is that camera?
1,000 feet.
Right. Okay. So I can see it at 1,000 feet. That's for sure.
Of course, but now if you double that distance, it's going to be half that size.
That's not how angular resolution works now.
No, it's not how angular resolution works. It's how reality works. If you
Yeah, angular resolution is reality.
Really?
Yeah.
At 1,000 feet, it's not taking up any more than maybe.
Well, it's that picture is clearly not resembling human eyes, is it?
Yes, it's out the window of the plane.
With human eyes, or is it a camera that's zoomed in?
Without zoom.
So that's without zoom at 1,000 feet.
Yep.
What camera?
The camera of the person that wrote the article. It's publishing.
Yeah. What camera is it?
I don't know what kind of camera it was.
Why are you not bringing specifics for your evidence?
Well,
what evidence do you have that is a zero zoom level?
When you look through any camera, the lens, without having a digital camera, any camera, the lens is going to show you this non-zoom anything.
So you think looking through a lens is exactly the same as looking with your eyes?
When I take a picture of what I see exactly with my eyes, yes.
Yeah, no, that's not how cameras work.
So what? You have pink hair? What you're saying?
Yeah, you look through the lens of a camera, you're not seeing what your eyes would see. You're seeing what the lens of the camera sees. So anyway, you're supposed to be showing us a shot with a football field in from the ISS, high def, above a city, and then we can see in that if we can make out where the football field would be. Because it's your claim. You've lost the challenge for the £50,000. That was spectacularly, and now it's your claim for apparently something about a football field. I don't even fucking know your point. You're just being, I can't see a football field from the ISS, therefore the Earth flat. Yeah, the ISS couldn't be up there if the Earth was flat. Have you rage quit? Yeah, he's rage quit. Oh, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, you're right, Mandelbrot set. A Foucault's pendulum does not precess at the equator. That's probably why there's no museum there. But he was just asking why no experiment's been done there. Because it's very hard to prove anything at the equator, right? Because if it's not true, then it's not going to precess at all. So doing it at the equator, you're not going to be able to prove anything either way. Look, it doesn't precess. That's kind of what we expect, but then it's also what we expected. The Earth is flat. So, all the other experiments that are happening, including the one at the South Pole that I showed. I may have been a little bit angry during that stream. Not really sure why. Oh my goodness me. Thank you for that link. Who gave that? King Crew actually has just posted a link in the chat that says that you can see a football field from the ISS. Oh my god. Should we see if he wants to come back? Because I was basically bullying him. Why'd you run away? Show me evidence. Ah! Oh goodness. Repos Man says that's T Brown to come on debate. He's chatting. Oh, T Brown's far too scared to come on and debate, aren't you, T Brown? You're a poor little pussycat, aren't you? Scared of the big old bad FTFE. Yeah, that's right. Oh, did you guys notice that in the in the intro? I'll just mute it a sec. I muted myself instead. That was dumb. in the intro, I put like hero in quotation marks. I just thought that was funny. Mark David Love says, show us all evidence that you actually have 50,000 to pay out. I actually showed Flat Out Hero that evidence, and he, agreed with it. So, yeah, Draco Fire. I'll send you a link, dude. No worries. Hold on. Oh, no, that's my stream key. Link to Zoom would be handy. Who knows, he might even come back if he's dumb enough. There you go, Draco. There's a link for you, buddy. Mandel says the people that own the TV suddenly came home, so he had to rab it. Oh, I don't know what happened with the fucking audio at the beginning, by the way. It's just like all of a sudden, all of my audio settings just reset. And then the ones that I've got set up weren't connecting, so I had to put new ones in.
Hey,
T Brown says, hey Draco, how you doing? Oh, T Brown's being stupid again and says, is your hand physical? Yes, T Brown. Your hand is physical.
Is it? I don't know, man.
But the thing is, you don't see your physical hand because refraction, between your eyes and your hand, and the fact that light has to travel. You are seeing ever so slightly back in time and a refracted image of your hand. But of course your hand is physical, because to have a refracted image of something, you have to have a physical something. Just like the horizon. The apparent horizon is only there because we have an actual horizon. You colossal dipshit. Why don't you come on and try and talk to us and ask that question live and see what happens? T Brown, yes. Also, he says,
talk to somebody.
He's also going, the horizon is not Earth curve, because I said that. Yeah, but what's the rest of that sentence, T Brown? The horizon is not Earth curve. The horizon is a effect of the Earth curve.
Oh, I hate it when they say that. The horizon isn't the Earth curve. It's like, no, you're not going to see it physically curved. The horizon isn't the Earth. That's not how that works.
Oh, so Draco, was I a little bit angry with him?
You were. We were all saying in the chat, Craig Atona.
I just didn't want to deal with his shit. His nutter. I just wanted to force him.
I could definitely see that you were getting really sick of his shit for a second there.
I've been nicer to Flerfs lately because I've kind of worn down the list of Flerfs that are willing to debate me because they see things like what I just did. So I've been trying to be a bit nicer so that some more will come on. But I was just like, no, I'm not. Fuck him. We've all had a hard week, and I needed a release, and that's what it was.
and rightly so, because he was. I still don't know exactly what he was talking about for most of the time that he was talking.
No.
I'm like, dude, what are you even saying? Like, I'm hearing words, but I'm not hearing sentences.
I just. I've got very little patience for him in particular, because all he's got is going, nuh-uh, no, it's not real, it doesn't happen. Well, prove it doesn't fucking happen, because I've just shown evidence it does.
Well, all he has to do is make another blood oath, and then he can
my god, yeah, he actually did that, didn't he?
He can summon some demon to tell him the answer.
Almost Epic Gaming says, oh dear, he's back. No, that neither of these are that Flat Earth dumbass. These are...
What? You think I'm Flat Out Hero? Man.
These are two of my friends and subscribers.
I'd rather be dead than be him.
Oh my god, yeah, I don't want to be homeless either. He was
yeah. I rather like having a room with electricity and water in it. I don't...
Hello.
How you doing, Jordan?
Oh,
I'm doing great.
Hey guys, apparently he's in the chat and he wants to come back. Well, you've got the link.
I promise I'll only call you an idiot 5 times.
T Brown says, if horizon is not Earth curve, where's the curve? Well, equidistant all around you, because, a sphere curves in all directions all the time. And because of that, we see a horizon.
And,
not hard,
like,
is it?
Well, here's the
like
thing.
They said, Read
Sorry,
the
go
very next sentence. Continue just a little bit, tiny little bit, and you'll get there.
Hey, FTFE.
I believe in you.
Hey, Zoomy, how you doing?
How you doing,
Hey, Zoomy, I didn't even realize.
Hey, George.
Zoomy is the new
Hero.
YouTuber.
You have the link, rejoin. I mean, I don't know why he's asking to come back on. He's got the same link that I've just sent you guys. All he's got to do is...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait, yes, a flat earther trying to click a link. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't.
Let me back
please.
on, he says.
Yep, yo, please. You guys can have some fun with him.
Oh, yeah, FTFE.
He says let me back on when he's the one who left.
I know.
I sent you proof that he definitely does not make over $1,000 per video.
Yeah, I mean, Social Blade doesn't show everything because it doesn't take into account super chats and stuff. But he never does, streams to get super chats or anything. So Social Blade's going to be pretty accurate. And let's have a quick look at what his Social Blade says.
Yeah, I was about to look that up.
Estimated
right now.
monthly earnings 99 cents to £16. Estimated yearly earnings £12 to £190.
12 pounds.
Yeah.
That's
As soon as
12
he
to
said-
190 pounds more than I make. So.
As soon as he said he made $1,000, I was like, Social Blade.
I mean, I could be making a little bit of money, but I don't.
Oh my goodness.
I don't have AdSense.
I'm sorry for shouting.
Oh no! Yeah,
No, it was great.
I wanted to say that something about that debate just reminded me of early FTFE, back when you used to get frustrated at Flat Earthers super easily.
Well, it reminds me of one of his first ones with Flat Out Hero.
Yeah,
no less.
I can't watch that. It's so cringe. It's so cringe.
There is a tree out there producing oxygen.
Here's
I'll
a
apologize to it.
that was the first time that I'd done like the live debate thing, and my wife didn't know what to expect, right? And she'd gone out the room, and I think she was in the bedroom doing something, but she was so uncomfortable with like how angry I was. She had to go to the bathroom and turn on the shower so she couldn't hear me shouting at Flat Out Hero.
See, that's something that happens in Discord debates that I do, because I'm in a couple fictional hero debate groups, and my mom, yes, I live with my mom, make all the jokes you want, but she
I'll tell her I said hi.
She came into my room one day and she was just like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" And I was like, "This dude thinks Saitama can beat Goku and it's bullshit."
Who can beat Goku? Who?
Saitama.
He can.
No, he cannot.
Yes, he can.
No, he can't.
I'm
Wait,
sorry,
Saitama's One Punch Man, right?
Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
joke of his character is that he can beat everybody.
Yeah.
No,
He
no.
literally punched Superman's laser so hard Superman's head exploded.
It's a gag character.
From the mangaka
Oh,
himself.
guys, he's back. He's back.
Oh,
Doesn't matter
Yay.
what the mangaka says.
okay, let me rip it.
I've just let him
The
in.
idiot's back. The idiot's back. Yay.
Since we're talking about
I
who
wonder.
can beat
I wonder what he's
hero,
gonna say when he sees your avatar, Zoomy.
I wonder.
Wait, that's an avatar? I thought that was actually Zoomy.
No,
Yeah, I
that is
was gonna
actually
say.
this isn't an avatar. What are you talking
Avatar.
about?
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Yeah, I thought yours was the avatar, Draco.
Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah, you could do better facial rigging though, Draco. You look like you're glitching out there sometimes.
It says he's joining, but
Flerf can't Wi-Fi.
yeah.
I can just make it look worse if you want.
Come on.
During the intro, did you guys hear? Oh no, because it wasn't set up. But during the intro, he was actually shouting at his dad, "No, I'm in a debate." So he's
Yeah, I
obviously,
did.
You guys did hear that, yeah? Right. So
I heard something. I didn't know exactly what, but I definitely heard something.
oh, he's trying to join, but he's not doing it very well.
Pro tip: if you hit Alt F, oh wait, you're probably on a phone. You can't afford a laptop.
No, he's definitely on a phone. Have you seen some of the
Yeah.
ways that he gets into? You'll see him like.
He doesn't own a laptop. He sold it for meth.
Please, dude, I'm so stressed.
Oh, T Brown says because he's so dumb and hasn't been paying attention the horizon is beyond the geometric limitation of spherical Earth with a radius of 3959 miles. Yes, but refraction exists. That's why we see an apparent horizon, you colossal dipshit.
I was going to say...
Can we talk about real quick about his definition of quote-unquote natural? Because it's not the
Oh my God.
scientific definition of natural. Natural is just anything that's not supernatural.
Anything that we can observe is natural.
Natural, yeah. Computers are natural.
My favorite
Yes,
one,
buildings are
my
nat-
absolute favorite one that he said is, if a fox puts a stone on a rock or something,
God,
it's not
wait.
natural.
And
Ant-Man,
my favorite one.
Oh, no,
was-
he's left. He left.
He was,
He was
talking-
in. I saw him in.
You said something about angular resolution, and he said, "No, we're not talking about angular resolution. We're talking about reality." Like,
That's reality.
you're telling me you don't think that angular resolution is a thing in reality? Because, bro, let me just walk 10 feet away. Check it out.
T. Brown says, a refracted horizon is not a physical geometric limitation. You're right, it's not. But it is a visual limitation.
Yeah. Refraction allows us to see further than the geometric limitation. Are you a refraction denier? Because that means you're a dumbass. I see other people asking to come on. I think this is the maximum I'm going to have on for today. I see Brady Photography and Foster King Gaming. I will get them on for next time, okay?
Yeah, for you.
As long as they don't
I
take
don't
my
like Green
spot.
Lantern.
Philosopher just
Hey,
send your
nice.
questions to me on Discord and I'll ask him when he gets back.
I've just sent... Flat Out Hero is trying to join again. Oh, there he is.
Hello,
He's joining.
flat out.
Hey, flat
Connecting to
out.
audio.
He's still connecting to audio, you know.
Oh, jeez. Oh, he doesn't have... There we go. How are you
There we
doing,
go.
bud?
Blackout hero.
No, he's still not got any audio, apparently.
Or video. It's just a
there we
black
go.
screen.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Flat out hero, can you hear us?
Are you there? Dumbass, I mean Flat Out Hero.
Can you flat out hear us?
Flat out.
I'll show myself out. I'm sorry about that.
Kick him.
Are you there?
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes,
I
we can.
don't know why
Yes,
you
we
left
can hear
there.
you,
As
sweetie.
soon as I asked for evidence, you kind of ran away. But
My phone died.
oh yeah, well that's because it needs charging, you know.
What's the name of that guy that
Funny
said
how
kick me?
What's the name of that? What?
I did not say to kick you. You need
He
to
said
read
to
the room.
kick me because I made such a horrible joke.
Yeah,
Are you-
it was in himself.
I know this is hard for you to understand, but not everything is about you.
So
Ooh, is that
Flat
the
Out Hero,
ISS
let me
tracker?
introduce you. We have above you the wonderful Draco Fire, who is about 9 or 10 years old. I'm not sure.
Come on,
Where you stay at? You stay in Arizona?
Yeah, and so to the right of you, you have And the George Said, who is an anthropomorphic dragon.
Yep,
And
pretty much.
top right, we have Green Lantern of Sector 2814, Zumi.
Yeah.
also known as the failed experiment.
Yeah.
I mean
Hey,
successful.
Also known
Hey.
as used to be a boyga.
All right, so guys, why don't you take it one at a time? Let's start with Draco Fire. Draco, why don't you ask Flat Out a hero question and see where that goes? We'll give you 5 minutes or so, and then we'll pass it on to Zumi, and then the George
Oh.
Said, okay?
You put me at the spot, huh?
They're on it.
So
Flat
What-
out, why can we see? Why can we not see things that are super far in the distance?
Because they come to a vanishing point, they get too small and they become nothing to our eyes.
Then why do they disappear from the bottom up?
Well, they don't always, only on the horizon where there's a compression because of the thickness of the air and refraction.
So the compression works only from the bottom. There's no compression on the top, just
No,
cause.
it's more dense on the lower, near the water.
Okay,
especially
but
when
that
it-
wouldn't make it compress just from. You can't
Really?
compress from one direction.
Well, yeah, you can compress when it's more dense air down there and it's less dense, so you're seeing through less
No,
of the air.
that's not how that works. Compression would cause
Huh?
the entire thing to flatten, and it also still wouldn't go down.
Well, I can show you it happening. I can show you exactly what's
Yeah, you can
happening.
show me it disappearing behind the horizon, but you can't show me it just flattening into nothing. That's not how it works. It physically goes behind.
Like if it's a physical thing, then it's not a physical thing.
You know, as opposed to non-physical things.
It's a physical thing. Yeah.
Yes, the physical object will just go behind the apparent horizon.
Behind the mirage, yeah.
So the horizon is just a straight mirage that happens at all times in all weather conditions.
Well,
And-
how far do you think that horizon is when it begins to hide a boat, and how far did you think the horizon?
Oh my god.
I don't know off the top of my head, but it doesn't matter.
I'll tell you. Well, at 3 miles, you're going to have about 2 feet of it at least that is going to be hidden, and then about you'll see a whole ship.
From what
Ignoring
observer
refraction, of course.
Okay, fine. Well, yeah, of course. So now, if you got 3 miles,
so refraction isn't a thing then.
no, I'm saying, of course, what you can say. Now, look, if you got 3 miles and you're already hiding 5 feet of it, but you can see 1,000 miles or more from left to right without even moving your head. If you get high enough,
You can see 1,000 miles.
without even moving your eyes. Yeah, get high enough. Yeah, you can.
No.
Yeah, you can. You can see entire mountain ranges that are more than 1,000.
I'm gonna need some citation that you can see thousands of miles into the distance.
The longest photograph of anything in the world, the world record longest photograph. Well, it was. I don't know if there's anything more since I looked at it, but it's like 270 miles.
You
That's
said
not thousands.
That's
You
not
said
thousands.
thousands
lady.
of
That's
miles.
not thousands.
That's
Not thousands.
but when you're
Flerf
at
can't
that,
scale.
And the reason that is a world record. No, shut up while I'm talking, please. The reason that is a world record is because those conditions to be able to see that far are extremely rare.
okay,
Refraction.
cool.
It's called
Mountain
refraction.
ranges. Multiple mountain ranges, more than 1,000 miles.
So
Now
you're
what?
saying you can see
Prove.
1,000 miles? You just said that the
Citations.
world record was 270.
Yeah.
Not left to right. From here to
Yeah.
What does the left to right matter? The
What
arc
does
of my
it-
vision does not matter.
You can see a huge curve after just 3 miles. Then how the fuck can you see not see a big ass?
Oh,
curve
are you
over-
talking about that side-to-side curve bullshit?
Yeah, it's a bullshit.
The horizon is in the same. The horizon is the same, roughly the same distance in all directions. A circle.
No, it's not a circle.
Yes, it is.
It's a
Oh my.
cross section. It is a
Yes,
circular
cross section.
limit to your
When
vision.
What
your
shape
length
do you
is
think
from
it
your-
is?
From you to straight ahead, if you're looking at something straight ahead, you can only
Uh-huh.
make out stuff about 3 miles away. But like generally, you can make out stuff about 3 miles away. In your
Yep, and then
focus.
from me
Alright,
to the left is also 300 or 3 miles, and from
Well,
me
no.
to the right is also 3 miles,
No,
and from me
better than
1
that,
degree
Drake.
that direction is also
Yes.
3 miles.
That's what I was gonna say. Go 1 degree. That's still 3 miles away. Go 359 more degrees. You're back where you started.
Because you're
It
looking-
stayed
you're-
3 miles away the whole rotation. It's a circle.
Your peripheral would be curving down if you were on a ball.
No, it would
Oh
not,
my
because
God,
it's
you're so
still
dumb.
3
But
miles.
the concept's
Longer
so
than 3 miles,
fucking-
'cause you can see
It
way
is
more.
still 3 miles.
You're gonna make me fucking do a video on that stupid of a point? I'll do it.
Do it. Do it
Do
so we
it.
can laugh at
Please,
you. That
please.
is not winning.
I've been
Please
looking
do it.
for an excuse to make more content. Please
Yeah,
make that video.
Please, I'm begging you, make that video.
I've never heard of you.
I mean, most people haven't. It doesn't matter
I'm pretty
if
sure
you've
more
heard
people
of
have
me
heard
or
of him than
not.
have heard of you.
I fucking bet. Most people haven't heard of me either, dude. It's alright, but that's because I'm censored. What about you?
No, you're
Well,
not
it's
censored.
You're not
You-
censored, you just make trash
You're
content.
not
See, and here's where I'm honest.
My
Nobody's
channel-
ever heard of me because I've never done anything worth hearing about, just like you.
No monetization. I got monetized and I got over 1,000 views or over 1 million views and I got no money.
Cap,
oh,
I'm
you
saying
sound
this
sweetie.
right now.
You
Poor,
sound
poor
like
sweetie.
33 talking about how you're the 5th most viewed video on MC Tunes
What's this?
channel.
What's this?
Nobody cares about the
Let's
numbers,
see,
bro. Let's talk about the
A
facts.
million views? Wow, where'd all those views come from?
Let's talk
Yeah.
about the
From
facts,
Wolfie.
please.
People got interested in. That's what it came from.
I mean,
Let's see, video views.
Not really.
20,
it's mostly because you made that fake
114.
challenge that you never paid up on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1,388,437 views
No,
on the first.
That's not bad.
Yeah, and a good.
I'll-
And you know what's
I'll-
funny is a
I'll
good
give
20% of those are from one or from 2, 3 videos, which are all on that fake challenge that you never paid up for.
I
Yeah.
was gonna ask what the like to dislike ratio was.
Horrible.
Oh, we can't know.
Horrible. We can't know.
Yeah, we
because they
can't
just
know, but
disabled.
he can, and he can tell us. What's the like to dislike ratio like on those?
I just want to say it's horrible. And?
Yeah, because you're speaking utter bullshit and you're claiming, oh, so many people have watched my videos, when how many people actually liked the video and how many people came there to laugh at how stupid you are?
All of them.
How many people actually watched the video? How about that? None.
No,
All the people who did video responses to it probably did.
Comment. That's all.
Wait, so you're telling me that you got 1 million views, but nobody watched the video? You're telling me that 1 million people watched the video? 1 million people watched the video, and every single one of them misunderstood.
Not the video. Not the video. All of his
videos.
videos.
All of your videos.
All of his videos.
You've gotten over 1 million people to watch your videos.
But none of them actually watched them.
Now,
and nobody actually
I've just got a quick question.
you.
I've got a quick question. Flat out here. No, flat out here. Hold on. How many of those views were just you on your sock accounts?
Oh,
come on.
995,000.
Come on. He doesn't have a computer.
Oh yeah, sock accounts were quite hard to create on his
true.
phone. That he probably stole.
Alright. So, anyway, flat out.
Stole from the guy who occupied the bridge before him.
I wanted to go back to FTFE's original challenge. I had a question about that. So let's go to your microwave plate analogy, since that seems to be your only
ever shut
reference.
up, dude? Seriously,
That seems. No, I'm just gonna barrel over him. It doesn't matter.
Shut up.
I've got a better mic than he does, so when we talk at the same time, nobody's going to hear what he says, and they're just going to hear me. So I can just talk over him.
All right, go ahead then.
So my question was, since you seem your only frame of reference for a rotating body... Shut the hell up, stupid. Sorry, that's my dog. Your only reference for the rotating body is a microwave plate. Let's go back to that microwave plate. You've got a pendulum on a microwave plate, right? Now, the pendulum is swinging, correct?
No, not until you move it. Right?
Oh my fucking god!
Did he just debunk himself?
You tripped at the first fucking hurdle, my guy!
Dude.
First question!
On a microwave plate,
And
you can
you
laugh.
don't even...
On a microwave plate, when you spin it, it will move. It will not sit still.
And see, like, this is why I want... I don't want to make flat Earth content, because it's like I had this whole intelligent argument planned out, and I wanted to show him the logic of his argument, and then
how many fucking miles is that? That's the Himalayan mountains. How many miles is that? Left to right?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. It's 1,000 miles.
Also,
It does not matter.
I would
1,000 miles and curve on the either end, but you can see a curve when you're looking straight forward.
No, it doesn't matter because it's 3
It
miles
does
straight
fucking
towards
matter.
you, 3 miles slightly to the left, 3 miles more to the left,
That's
3
not
miles more and more
You're
to the
way
left.
Higher. You're way higher. You got way more than 3 miles, dude. Way higher.
It's still not going to be thousands.
It's thousands.
It's not going to be thousands, dude.
Zoomy wants to ask something.
I would like to bring up the football field question. I would like to ask the football field question.
Okay.
Okay. Can you see the ISS from Earth reliably?
Yep. With your eyes.
Oh, so you can. You can see the ISS from Earth reliably with your eyes.
That's my point.
But a football field is genuinely around the size of the ISS. So
No, not. I'm using.
yes,
football
it is.
field.
It's actually 17 feet shorter than the ISS.
No,
Literally
look.
17. Literally 17 feet shorter. It is 367 feet.
The fucking ISS supposedly, well, it does. It looks like
It looks like a dot on the moon.
Oh no, when you zoom in on it, it looks like a Star Wars thing, but that means that it's
TIE
not
fighter.
full rectangle. So,
Yeah.
It's
but-
literally a dot on the moon.
But what I
can't
said was
see it.
football stadium you cannot see. A football stadium. I said even a city you cannot see a city.
Yeah, that's.
You
From
can
the
see it. Yes, you can see a city.
Are you telling me you couldn't see New York from the ISS?
Wait,
Are you telling me you couldn't see New York from the ISS? New York City, are you telling me you couldn't pick that out from the ISS? Please tell me the answer to that question is yes. Is that what you're saying?
Are you serious?
The whole half hour
Are
of
you
this.
serious?
How many cities did you notice in the ISS live feed? How many?
I mean,
Depends
Oh my
on where
God.
the ISS is when you're watching it.
No,
Yeah.
never. You never see a city.
Yes,
me
you
that.
could.
Not unless you zoom in.
No, you could see the gray in the sea of green.
I could literally see Bristol, like looking at the Earth from looking at England from space.
Yeah,
It's-
see, if he can
I
see a
don't know.
dingy city like Bristol, we can see something like New York. All right.
If you could see New York, but it looks like a gray blur, where's the football stadium in New York? Where's the New York Jets stadium from the ISS? Where is it?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't exist. Does not exist unless you fucking zoom in.
So,
Ed, your point is.
That if you can see something the same size from this direction, like if you go to that spot you were looking at it, and
Hey.
look back, you should be able to see something the
Quick
same size
question.
as-
Does the football field have highly reflective solar panels and white paint?
Yeah, it does have more reflective than the ISS.
Wait,
Yeah.
so whoa. A football field is more reflective than the ISS. Is that your claim?
So it's more reflective.
God.
Let's say it's the fucking a pyramid hotel. And
Are you having a stroke?
The fucking pyramid in fucking Las Vegas.
A football field is
Yeah.
more reflective than the ISS, guys.
Okay, so guys, so I think I get what he's trying to say. No, hold on. I think I get what he's trying to say. He's trying to say that if you can't see something like however the height to the ISS is, if you can't see down and look at that thing on Earth, but you can see it that far into the distance, then the ISS is not that high up or something.
Yeah.
Dude, no. Put that mountain that you're looking at in the distance up
Look.
against a giant wall of brown and then pick out that mountain. If you can do that, I will be impressed. Because
Here, well, let's do this. How about this?
Yeah.
See how this mountain peak takes up all of my screen? See that?
That's because you're holding
Yeah,
it
now-
close,
now-
yeah.
yes, now put a small
Now,
brown
look.
circle in the
I'll
middle
go-
of
I'll
that
go-
mountain and
I'll
then
go
pick it
double
out
the-
from 100
I'm
miles
gonna
away.
go double the distance, and it's gonna become half the size. Right there, double the distance, half the size. Do it again. Half the size of that.
Dude, what is your point?
Well, if it's gonna
Okay.
become a point, by the time I'm fucking like 5 or 6 feet.
Do you
ahead,
like
or
drink
above
isopropyl alcohol for
the mountain
breakfast?
peak, you will not be
Okay,
able to
so-
make out that mountain peak. You double your
I want-
distance, you half the size of the object.
I want to go back to Draco's point earlier because he accentuated that, yeah, what you're asking to do is like asking somebody to pick out a dime amongst a nickel amongst a sea of quarters.
Well, you
Looking
can
at the
do that.
ISS, I'm not done. Looking at the ISS is like looking at a quarter on a black backdrop because there's literally nothing there. Well,
No,
not
not a
nothing,
quarter, a
but-
hyper-reflective mirror.
Yeah, more like that. Yeah,
Does
compared to
Does Mars shine? Does it look like a star, but it's just moving independently of the other ones? Does Mars shine? I
does
can
it-
see-
Mars
Probably.
reflects light.
It,
I
I
can
mean,
see with their eyes from Earth, so it must be reflecting light if that's the case, right? It must be.
Everything
be
reflects light.
Yes, everything reflects light.
But it's
That's how
emitting
you
reflects
see
light.
it.
well,
Yeah.
dull things. There's things that absorb light, and then there's things that reflect light. So now, if we're talking about Mars rocks, like the rover, if the rover was really on a shiny ass fucking thing that we can see that
It's
light.
not
all the-
shiny. Everything reflects light. That's how you see it.
No,
Not everything
before
is
you
shiny.
finish talking, because I
Not
know what you're going to
everything is
say,
shiny.
before you finish talking, how much of Mars is that rover on? What is the size of that little tiny piece of land that the rover is on? What?
Yeah,
2 square miles, let's just
Is there
say?
more, is there more reflected? They've orbited it a bunch of times. Okay, so they've shown that there's nothing other than that. It's just the red land, right? Or wrong?
Apart from
What?
the ice caps, the darker areas.
Yeah.
you know,
Well, we've got a quick question from the chat, Flat Out Hero. Quick question, Flat Out Hero. One sec. Just stop 1 sec. Quick question from the chat. Vadim Slomakov's Radchikano says, "Do you know what albedo is?"
Albedo? No, I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah, well, shut your fucking mouth then, you dipshit.
Why? You don't know what blah 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 is. Fucking
Oh yeah,
shut your mouth.
remember, hand sanitizer
See-
is for external use only. Please don't drink it.
but we are.
Yeah.
You said
Don't drink it.
the thing is, you said we don't know what blah 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 means. We're not here making any claims about blah blah blah. You're
No,
here
I'm-
making claims about what light does, and
Something
you
going
don't.
to shine, it is reflective. Now, if you go closer to that reflective surface, it's only going to get brighter. That shine.
No, incorrect.
No,
No.
no, the light will stay the same.
The
Show me
the
And
brightness
if
of that object is about how much of that object
Yeah.
that you can see that is being reflected off of.
Like, if you get closer to Mars, you're seeing less of it, so you're having less of the light reflected.
You can't see a lighter flash from a mile away. If it's reflecting enough to get to Earth, then it is a super bright light. And that's
Yeah.
if you get on
No,
the
it's
surface-
not super bright. Oh my.
Listen, now flat out hero. No, now flat out hero. Here's what you do: get a mirror, right? Get a mirror and have that mirror reflect anything,
Yeah,
and
the
then
sunlight.
get
Sunlight.
anything. I don't care. And then get like right up to that mirror, literally right up to it. Are you seeing the full reflection?
You're not saying you see the whole full reflection, but it's
No, you're
much
not seeing the
brighter-
full reflection, so
brighter-
you wouldn't be seeing the same brightness of that reflection,
No,
would you?
no, much brighter, much brighter.
No, because you're not seeing the full thing.
Really? Because it'll blind me if I look at it from too close. If
If you put your eyes straight up to a mirror, I guarantee you,
I'd pay to see you get blinded.
Well, not what?
You will not get blind, especially with those sunglasses that you wear at 24/7.
Well, that's just because I'm a superhero, though. Calm down.
Hero. Hero.
Look, man.
Just leave you guys. That's what's up.
Hero.
Right.
If you're a
Hey,
superhero, can I be
more than
Doctor
3
Doom?
miles. A whole lot more than 3 miles. You can go 120,000 feet in the air, and you will not get curved to right. So how can you see it front to back 3 miles?
Because we've never claimed that you can see the curve left to right.
Ha-
No, because I'm saying it would be way more noticeable, and that's
Well, it doesn't matter what you're saying.
Yeah.
math.
Our model does not say that you can see curve
You
left
can
to right.
straw man as much as you want. It doesn't change anything.
More distance equals more curve. Am I wrong?
More distance equals more curve.
Yeah. If you're
More
if you're-
distance, when you're if assuming I know what you're talking about, which I probably don't because you never make any sense. More distance does not mean that you could see more of the curve because
Yeah,
your
that's-
vision will still be limited by the
when
horizon.
the boat gets farther from you, more of it is hidden. Is that not right?
When a boat gets farther from you, more of it is hit. Yeah, by the apparent horizon.
Okay. So more distance, more curve, correct?
More distance, more obstruction.
More from the curve,
By the curve.
by the curve. Fine.
By
Whatever
the
you
curve,
want.
yeah.
It's more distance, more curve. Now left to
More,
right. is-
more distance, more visible
Thousands of
apparent
miles.
curve, but you can't see the curve
Well,
until
you
you get
can
a
see-
really, really high distance up.
Okay, you can see the effects of the curve at 3 miles. How come you can't see the effects of the curve from 1,000 miles left to right?
You
The
can.
ball.
Because, oh my god, dude.
Because
Right here.
You can see the effects of the curve
Because-
left to right at 36,000 feet, according to Mr. Sensible's video.
Hey,
Well, look at fucking
flat out,
me.
look at my screen right now. Hopefully this is big enough. I'm gonna get
Neil
close.
deGrasse
That's what
Tyson
she
said you
said.
can't get high enough.
Hey,
That's what she said.
flat out, look at my screen so I can teach you something real quick. Look
Yeah,
at this. You see this? See this thing right here? This is a circle, right? Is the distance from the center to right here the same as the distance from the center to right here?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Now if I put this on top of a ball, will the distance from here, you can't see it, here to here be the same as the distance from here to here?
I know because you're.
If I put this on top of my curved surface, will they be the same distance apart still?
on the bottom,
Oh no! Oh my god! Oh my god! Sorry, I've just.
bottom of the jar or the where it's on the ball.
This is so. Oh my god, dude.
Wow.
Because like, if you put that on the ball, you're creating a horizon, which you should see. Left
Yes, I'm creating a horizon now. Is the distance from the middle of the jar to one edge of the jar the same in every direction? Yes or no?
If it was on a perfect sphere, it would be.
They're the same.
So
So it's 3 miles in every direction then.
No, I didn't.
Oh,
say
so
that.
it isn't thousands of miles. Oh, well that's
You can-
crazy.
You can see that there's no curve left to right, only straight forward.
Aaron Reese, I want to say thank you because you've just destroyed his entire argument. Really.
You can
Okay
see
then.
What did he say?
I propose an
1,000
experiment
miles.
then.
1,000 miles. There's
Flat
no
out.
effect.
Flat out hero. I propose an experiment.
Yeah.
Do you live anywhere near a coast?
Kind of, I guess. I can go to California, sure.
Okay, can you get a telescope?
I have a telescope, yeah.
Okay, go to say California, point the telescope out towards Japan, get telemetry data, finding out exactly where you would need to point to get to Japan. Take the telescope and try to look towards Japan and see if you fucking see it. Because you want.
So,
Yeah,
right,
high enough. If you got
just,
high enough, you
just
get
for a
this.
second, Flat Out Hero.
No, at ground level. At
yeah.
ground level. You'd have
Let-
to see it at ground level.
Let me just
Straightforward to
destroy
get-
everything you said for the past half an hour. Yeah. So NASA astronaut. Which one is it? And baseball fan Terry Vitz is taking pictures of the 28 North American cities that host major league teams, then posting the photos to his Twitter and Instagram accounts. But Verse isn't. Shut up! I'm talking. Shut up! I'm
That
talking.
is perfect.
But I said shut up, Flat Out Hero. I'm talking. But Verse isn't identifying. I'm talking. This is where you shush. You can't. No, still. Yeah. Just be quiet and listen like a good boy. Verts isn't identifying the cities the photos got. That's where the game comes in. He wants you to guess where they are, as each one contains pictures of the 28 North American cities' baseball stadiums. As you can see right in front of you here, you can see a baseball stadium from the ISS.
You can
see a baseball stadium from the ISS.
Stupid motherfucker. Of course you can see it when you zoom in. Now try it when the ISS is not zoomed in. Can't do it.
So you.
Really small.
Yeah, you can 100% still see the light coming from that baseball stadium.
And since
Not-
we've already...
Show me that on the ISS live feed. Show it.
Oh, look at you demanding your own personal standards of evidence again, you
Yeah,
pseudoscience pushing
Oh,
dickhead.
hey, Zumi, you're actually on the ISS right now. Could you go and take a picture of it for us?
We've since we've already destroyed this argument, I want to ask another question.
Thanks, Andrew. One sec. Andrew
Aaron
Reese,
Reese,
thank
thank
you.
you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Yes,
Yeah.
good job, Aaron Reese. That is amazing.
Beautiful. Zoom when I look at that.
So question, Flat Out Hero. You do agree that the ISS is up there, that something is up there, right?
Do you think this lake right here? Yeah, of course. But do you see this lake right here?
The ISS exists?
It's only a couple.
It is up there, right? And you had the ISS tracker up earlier, right?
There's something is up there.
Wait, you okay, something's up there, and you had the ISS tracker up earlier, right?
Calling it the ISS, maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know.
I mean, it is what we are all calling the ISS, correct?
That's what I'm attacking, is the claim that the ISS is that far. I'm not claiming it's not there. I'm claiming it's not that far.
Where's Rhetoric proved it mathematically, so...
Yeah, that's not up for question, but so you're saying that there is an object up there, correct?
Yep, there's a light. Yeah.
You had the
Magical
ISS.
light.
Let's just roll with it. You had the ISS tracker up earlier, right?
I did not have the ISS tracker up there. I had the ISS live.
I'm pretty sure I saw the
They have
the
a
wavy
tracking,
pat. Yeah.
It's ISS live feed.
Okay. I don't know. I don't obsess over that stuff like you weirdos do.
Weird obsessive.
But the question is, if the ISS is up there, and it has been up there, and it has been tracked for so fucking long, how the hell is it still up there? Not
even just that,
You don't think
because
that
we know that it is moving at
right,
a very fast speed. How is it not burning into nothingness?
right. And not only that,
air. How many times have you seen fast air create friction or even get hot? How does that make sense?
Sorry,
When you
sorry,
go through
what?
air,
oh, I'm sorry, what?
What?
you go through air,
What?
you create heat. When you travel through a
Yes.
gas, if you go okay, show me other than NASA shit.
Are you claiming?
Show me evidence, but don't show me evidence from NASA who could show me the evidence.
Wait, whoa. He's questioning that you can generate heat through friction with a gas.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are you questioning that you can create? So you're saying you can't create friction with a gas?
Not create friction to create heat with gas.
Wait, sorry. Did he,
No,
I missed that, and I've
just-
been looking at the chat. Let me just. Did he say that gas can't create friction?
I think
Yes.
so.
Now
I
I'm
think
gonna
that just froze out.
Has he never seen a re-entry?
let me follow up on this.
I've seen that.
Let me follow up on this. Flat Out Hero, is a gas made of molecules?
I don't know. Have you ever seen them?
I'm gonna guess again. I'm gonna ask again. Flat Out Hero, is a gas a thing that exists?
Gas exists. Yes.
Yes. Therefore, it's made of atoms, right?
No. They couldn't even take a picture of it today. They got a picture. They got like 20 pictures.
Gas isn't made of atoms. Did he just tell me that gas isn't made of atoms? Right.
And he also
Let me.
that we.
One sec. Right. So gas isn't made of atoms. Okay. So is water made of atoms?
They could split it. So if they could split it, they sure as hell said that, right?
Is water made of atoms?
That's what they say, but I'm saying no. No one's ever seen an atom.
I mean, we've taken really. IBM made a video using atoms.
Every couple of years, they come out with the first picture of an atom.
No. We have taken a picture of an atom.
Before they split an atom, or before that?
It doesn't matter if we split it or not. We have taken a
Well, how do
picture
you
of an atom.
You know, you split something you can't see.
It doesn't matter if we split it. We have taken a photo of an atom.
Okay, if you split
In fact,
an
I
atom,
will show it to you.
And you can split it by firing them at each other in extremely high velocities, or by making half-lives increase, or by creating chemical reactions that cause the atoms. You don't need to be able to see it to be able to split an atom and see the consequences. Fucking.
All right, am I able to? Can I screen share, please?
Yeah, one second.
you get. Am I wrong? The faster air goes around you, the cooler you get.
All right. So
not get coolness instead of heat.
Wait, we're still on this whole you can't see an atom, so it's not real. We're still on that whole topic.
Yeah. As soon as I can screen share, I will show you an image of an atom.
Have you ever seen carbon monoxide?
Oh, come on.
You've never seen carbon monoxide?
Your eyes now.
So then obviously it doesn't exist. So you should have no problem going in your garage, turning on your car, and just sitting in there for a while, right?
All right, look at my screen.
Oh, I was gonna show the strontium one.
Yep.
Is my screen up?
Where's the nucleus?
Yeah, there we go. There we
This
go.
is an image. This is an image of an hydrogen atom.
Okay, so where's the electron, the proton, and the nucleus?
The electron. Okay, so I'm going to explain what we're looking at here. This part in the center, that red region, is the dense region of the nucleus. Around it, you have the electron clouds. You can see the areas where the electrons occupy are around here.
Match with the other pictures of atoms. Now let's see another picture of an atom.
That looks exactly like an atom.
The cartoon artistic representations of an atom have changed over the past 200 years.
There's the one of the strontium atom. You guys know that I put it in the chat. It's a different kind. I'm pretty sure wasn't that one an electron microscope? Something like that. Some special type of microscope that.
So what we're seeing right here, flat out dumbass, is a film that was made by moving actual atoms frame by frame. Tell me once again how we've never seen an atom.
Now look.
In fact, I've even got another one.
Is the air not made of atoms?
Yes, of course.
The air is made of atoms. That is what I asked you. I asked you, is a gas made of atoms? Yes or no? You said no.
No, it's according to you guys, it is. So I'm saying now, take that out, take that logic, and now, did they do that in a vacuum? Did they make that in a vacuum? That IBM thing?
If they made it,
pretty sure,
if it was in a vacuum, there would be nothing there.
They would say so.
It was created in an environmentally controlled region, obviously.
How are you gathering that? You're just making that up. How did they do it? Show the words on those. Show the words on it.
You want to know how they created this? They magnetically manipulated the position of atoms frame by frame.
It's a computer-generated thing. Now,
no, it's not. It's recording atoms.
Okay, that's funny because how did they move those atoms? What was small enough to
using magnetic manipulation.
Where? Okay, well, where in the world? Because everything's made of atoms, including the air.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So you wouldn't be able to see a single atom. You would see all kinds of atoms everywhere. You wouldn't be able to manipulate them.
Well, look, I can show that to you right now if you look at my screen, which is currently being streamed.
I see that.
It looks like Zoomy has the exact same photo up. This is atoms in a crystal.
Those are lights.
These are atoms in a crystal.
They're lights.
They are atoms in a crystal. This was an image taken in 2018 I don't. At a certain university. I don't remember which one. I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Yeah, so literally all you have, Flat Out Hero, is nuh-uh. I'm a retard, nuh-uh.
Now that we have established that gases and atoms, well, first of all, that atoms exist and that gases are made of atoms.
Establishing that atoms exist. They were all different pictures, all different one of them, and there was.
Yeah, we don't care if you don't think atoms exist; they exist.
Doesn't matter. Atoms exist now.
Okay,
I'm talking. Shut up.
You said something that was wrong.
Shut up while I'm talking. You numpty.
You are.
Shut up.
I don't like Loud Draco.
Okay, we have established now that atoms exist. Gases are made of atoms. That is a fact. Well, actually, they're mostly made of molecules because there are very few individual atoms that exist in the gaseous state.
Yeah, stop. Just listen. Don't open your mouth. Just use your two ears.
Now, and this is going back to your BS about friction in the air.
How is
Atoms.
Shut
up!
I'm just going to mute you first. Alright, you're muted for a second, Flat Out Hero, so Draco can get his point out.
All you have to
atoms
do is
exist.
Be quiet.
Gases are made of atoms. When an object moves through that gas that is made of atoms, the atoms of that gas will impact with the atoms of whatever is moving through the gas, and that creates energy. Well, it doesn't create it, but it transfers it. It's called friction, and that generates heat because heat is energy. Therefore, moving through a gas as any object will generate friction, will generate heat, will generate energy. Indisputable. Fact.
Okay, well, if that's indisputable, what's wind chill factor? Is that about how come it gets colder?
What is what?
That's because air can have a temperature which at lower velocities can take away the heat energy that you have as it passes over your skin. It's actually to do with the fact that it's flowing and creating a vacuum that pulls away the heat. But you go fast enough directly into wind and you create heat.
Well, hold on.
Cold wind.
Hold on.
Yeah.
This is an experiment that not most, but at least some school children have done. If you leave water out in like a wind chilled environment, it's not going to change the temperature that much. Wind chill well, actually, it will change water, but it won't change everything. Wind is not. Wind is not universally cold.
It will cool the water down.
What?
If you blow wind across the top of water, it will cool the water down.
The whole thing. You think it'll change the entire temperature of the water by any amount that's measurable?
If it's a cup of water and you got a fucking an air hose that's going right by it, yes, it will change it for the cooler. It will never get hotter. It will only get
by
cooler.
how much?
By how much?
How much wind are you using and how much water is there? It will never get hotter. It will never get hotter. It will never do what you just said. It will only get colder. The opposite. Now what?
No, it won't.
Now,
oh my god.
F1 cars actually create an incredible amount of heat friction as they travel through the air. An incredible amount. So much so that they have to have cooling systems on their cars.
Boiling water. Let's see that. Let's boil water. Let's see it.
Okay. Anyway, I quickly, before I forget...
It will never do that. It can't do that. Never
it does. You're dumb, shut up. Anyway, whilst we're talking, I just want to destroy another one of your claims. That a pendulum wouldn't drift independently of the thing rotating, independently of it. So, what we have here, well, you said that a pendulum wouldn't drift independently of the Earth rotating, right? Because
if it was attached to the Earth by a pivot on the Earth.
Yeah. Okay. So here's where I prove once again that you're a fucking moron. So, this is focal pendulum done in an Airbus to test whether that happens. And what they actually found out is that I'm talking. Be quiet.
Go ahead.
Right. The pendulum is connected to the inside of the plane. Okay, so connected to the plane, and the floor of the plane is going to be moving independently to the drift of the pendulum. And what they found was the first in a focal pendulum experiment. Well, I'm talking. Shut up. I'm talking. Shut up.
Can you just wait until he's finished? God damn.
Wait.
The Foucault pendulum experiment the pendulum is dropped in the north-south direction and keeps oscillating in a north-south direction while the plane makes a 360-degree turn. The second experiment is similar to the first. Instead of the pendulum, a gyroscope is used. But here we can watch as the pendulum, as the aircraft drifts, the pendulum maintains its plane of swing relative to the north-south direction that it was originally released in, showing that the drift of the pendulum will be influenced by the rotation of the thing that it is attached to, independently of it, because of the pivot point. So you, once again, are wrong and are a fucking idiot.
Inside that airplane, is the air spinning inside there like it is inside the atmosphere, like you said? Is the air spinning in there?
The air will be The air will be relative to that, the same as on Earth.
The air is not moving. It is cut.
You asked me to answer the question. Let me answer the question before opening your stupid mouth. The air inside that plane will be moving with a relative speed as to the air and the surface of the Earth.
Which would be not moving at all, because it doesn't seem like there's moving at all inside the plane, right?
Exactly the same as on Earth, because the atmosphere rotates the same speed as the Earth. So the atmosphere is in the same reference frame as the surface of the Earth. The same as here, the atmosphere inside that plane is in the same reference frame as the surface of that plane. So the atmosphere is irrelevant, and what we are seeing is the fact that the plane of the swing of the pendulum stays this. It is doing a 360-degree rotation, and it is showing that during that rotation, that 360 degrees, the plane... Again, I just read the description. Now be quiet and listen. I just read the description. Shut the fuck up while I'm talking. All right? And I'll unmute you once I've finished, because you don't know how to shut the fuck up. Having a conversation with a flat earther is worse than talking to my fucking 8-year-old daughter. So... just like the surface of the Earth, it is rotating independently to the swinging pendulum. The swing of the pendulum is north-south, and that's when it starts, and then the plane does a 360-degree turn. And whilst it's doing that 360-degree turn, the plane of the swing of the pendulum stays in the north-south direction, no matter which direction the plane is going. The same as will happen on Earth when you let a pendulum go, it will stay in the plane relative to the axis of Earth's rotation. This is what you said doesn't happen, because the pivot point is attached to the Earth. Well, the pivot point is attached to the plane, and the pendulum is still changing its drift. So you are wrong. I'm going to unmute you so we can listen to your stupid, uneducated, physics-denying, arrogant, ignorant response.
Before you say anything flat out, Hero, how long were you talking during that? Just let me know.
Probably the entire time.
Yeah. All right, over to you, flat out.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
It's your turn to respond to what I've said. Go on.
Okay. Look, is that plane spinning or is it turning?
It's doing a 360-degree turn. I've explained that 3 times now.
That's not a spin. It's not spinning on its central point like a ball Earth, right?
It is spinning 360 degrees.
Matter.
It is rotating 360 degrees. It is going in a 360-degree circle.
And the video shows it out the window that it's turning anyway? No, it doesn't show it turning anyway. It's just showing you that.
The video actually shows it turning as well, yes.
Did you not see the plane going like this?
But I don't see... Well, I've seen the plane doing that.
We had a camera of the plane turning like this. You know what happens when the plane turns to its side?
Look,
it goes like that.
Look,
it curves around.
Look.
Look, you can see it turning.
Centrifugal force is what you're creating, number one. And it's not
spinning. Which is why the pendulum stays pointing down, just like gravity would pull it down towards the ground. So the centrifugal force is keeping it, being pulled down towards the surface of the plane. Well, centrifugal acceleration.
That's right. Centrifugal is not centrifugal force that we experience on Earth.
We experience centrifugal acceleration in the opposite direction, but in this case, centrifugal acceleration is an analogy for gravity, because it's doing the same thing.
Gravity doesn't exist, but anyway.
Well, gravity does exist. I don't care if you're ignorant to it. So, Anyway, this disproves your claim against the pendulum that it would not rotate independently because of a pivot point. This shows that it rotating independently because of a pivot point. You are wrong. Please keep denying so we can all laugh at your incredible stupidity.
Let me deny. Let me deny. Now, if you spin a bucket around,
Let me deny it.
Yeah. Oh, off you go. Off you go.
Are you not going to let me deny it?
All right, go ahead.
Let me deny it.
Let me deny it. Yes, you go ahead and deny like you do all the time.
Deny like you deny reality. Go ahead.
A little marble at the bottom of the bucket and spin it around. That centrifugal force, it will be held against the bottom of the bucket because it is pushed against it. Now, that is what we should be experiencing on a spinning
Yes, that's a
Earth, right?
simulation of gravity, actually.
Yeah,
I know,
it's a simulation of gravity.
Well done. Congratulations.
Well done. You just proved gravity.
There's nothing.
Yay.
Oh, are you saying that we should be thrown off the Earth?
Well, if we're spinning 1,000 miles an hour, yeah.
Speed is
We're
irrelevant
not
because of the
spinning
size of the
1,000
Earth.
miles
What
an hour.
matters is the RPM. We've told this many times. I'm
Okay.
going to do something that Craig loves to do.
You can say
Right
that.
now, live
say
on
that.
camera, I'm going to
if
spin
you-
at the same speed as the Earth. Are you ready? Watch me. I'm going to spin at the speed of the Earth. Are you
When
ready?
a plane-
Is everybody
when a plane-
prepared?
a plane
In the chat.
flies east
Here
or
we
west,
go.
The plane flies east or west. If the Earth is rotating clockwise and you're going
I'm now
against,
spinning at the same speed as the
if
Earth.
you're going against the clockwise spin of the Earth, you should be able to reach your destination much faster.
I'm currently spinning at the
Alright.
same speed as the Earth. Do you see how fast I'm spinning, Flat Out Hero?
You're not spinning. You're on a flat Earth.
No, I am spinning.
I'm not
Well,
spinning.
just
Trust
gone
me, I'm
straight to
spinning.
making false claims, right?
I'm spinning
not.
at
Yeah.
15 degrees per hour. Thanks, Bob.
The
Yeah.
ISS
Thanks, Bob.
sees it fucking rotating, right?
Thanks, Bob.
The ISS is orbiting around the rotating Earth, but it's
So
it's
it's
orbiting quite a bit faster than the Earth. So what matters is its speed, not the Earth's speed, because
Well, both
it's
matter.
pretty much
Both
irrelevant.
So, anyway, just flat out here. Just 1 second, and let me just talk you through some basic maths. I mean, it's probably going to be pointless because you're you. But Earth's period of rotation, right? Just no. This means you need to be quiet. Don't make me mute you again, okay? Earth's period of rotation, sidereal day, 86,164.1 seconds. Equatorial radius of Earth at the equator, 66,378 kilometers. That means the centripetal acceleration at the equator is 0.03 meters per second squared.
Fucking fast when you're comparing that much. When you're comparing
Is that less or more than the acceleration due to gravity?
There is no acceleration due to gravity. Only
Incorrect. Is 0. All right. Okay. I'll just ask you a simple maths question.
Yeah.
Is 0.03 less or more than 9.8?
How do you determine gravity? Do you put it in the same exact calculation?
Again,
Okay.
it was a simple question. Is 0.03 less or more than? Listen. Is 0.03 less or more than 9.81?
It's two different things you're talking about.
No. They're exact. It is.
They're numbers.
All right, is 0.03 meters per second squared less or more than 9.
Of a basketball, way
Right,
different.
okay, I'm going to mute you while I ask the question because that's how this seems to be having to go. All right. This is a simple question, and when I unmute you, I expect a simple answer. Is 0.03 meters per second squared less or more than 9.81 meters per second squared? Less or more? You may now unmute to answer the question.
What was the question?
Here's the question on a sheet of paper, written down. Hopefully you can see it. There you go. Is that question true or false?
So that the 981 is greater than the 0.03
Yes.
Yes.
Is that true or false?
of what? Like 981 of what?
Meters
Doesn't
per
matter.
second
It's a
squared.
number.
Doesn't matter.
Meters per
No,
second.
no. It does not matter. Units are irrelevant right now. Is 9.81 greater than 0.03? Yes or
Yes.
no?
Yes.
Yes. There you go.
There we go. That means that the centripetal
Yeah.
acceleration that Earth puts out the equator is a lot less than the gravitational acceleration pulling you down on Earth. So that means that we should absolutely not be thrown off of the Earth because
Wait.
the math says so.
No, because math. That's not math saying so. That's math saying that calculation is saying that that's greater than. So what? If it
Well,
was fucking feet.
If the acceleration due to gravity is 9.81 meters per second squared downwards, the acceleration due to centripetal force is 0.03 meters per second squared in the opposite way, meaning that we will have a total downward acceleration at the equator of what, like 9.7 9.78 meters per second
9.78.
squared.
I don't know. I can't math.
Yeah, so yeah, 9.78 meters per second squared, as opposed to at the poles it would be 9.81 meters per second
yeah.
squared, which is why you weigh more at the poles than you do at the equator. So again, tell us why we should be flown off of the Earth so we can laugh at you.
Well, if you're on any part of the ball, if you're spinning 1,000 miles an hour at the equator,
Spinning
No.
1,000 miles an hour, that's not a thing.
Again,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
currently
not the
spinning at the same speed as the Earth. In my
you're
rotating
not.
chair,
No, you are-
see,
you are-
this I am still spinning at the same speed as the Earth.
you're not spinning.
All
You're
right.
not spinning.
Yes, I am. I'm
No, you're
spinning
not.
at 15 degrees
Flat
per
out.
fucking hour.
Flat out
Okay.
hero. I actually have insight on this. I used to listen. I have an example. I used to work in fridge repair. Okay, I used to fix fridges for a living, and one of the tools I used for that was to make sure that the fridge stayed cold over time. Right. So it was basically a thermometer, and on this, and you put the thermometer inside, and it led to a box with a little rotating thing on the top. It had 3 settings, one for 1 hour, one for 15 hours, and one for 24 hours. If you set it to the one for 24 hours, you threw it in the freezer, shut it, walked away for a day, and came back. Guess how
Alright.
fast it appeared to move when you turned it on? It
Wait.
didn't.
What?
Guess how much it had moved when I came back 24 hours later?
The whole way around.
An
it is-
entire rotation.
Yes.
That is the same speed as the Earth. It
Okay.
did not look like it was moving at all when I saw it.
Okay.
And the thing is,
24 hours. Sorry, go ahead.
he's complaining. He's like, "Oh, put your head on the side of it." I just told you what your head on the side of Earth at the equator, what centripetal acceleration you would be experiencing. It's 0.03 meters per second squared away from the Earth. That is the centrifugal acceleration that you will get. That is what it is. So
If you're
That's
if
about
I spin-
this fast, by the way. As fast as this pen is moving.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about that fast, by the way.
Okay. That's
So-
that's visible. That's visible. And no,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
not.
still
Because
moving
if
too
it's-
fast with that.
That's scaled down.
Moving way too fast with
So
that.
sometimes you have to fucking take that.
Sorry, I have
and-
ADHD. I can't keep my hands still.
Now, now that pen moving that fast, right? That's what you're saying. That the Earth's spin is how fast you're going. Let's say
No,
it's
that is
slower.
not what I'm saying. I'm saying
Let's say
that
it's slower.
this
Yes.
is the centrifugal acceleration at the equator. As
Okay,
fast
now
as this pen is moving, it's throwing you away from Earth at about
Now-
this speed.
Now, put
but
that
the
pen-
gravitational
and now-
acceleration, yeah.
Hold on. And now this is how fast gravity's pulling you towards. I'll do it with something bigger because they'll fall at the same speed.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's
sum
pretty
those
fast,
out.
isn't
What
it?
do you get?
Velocity was a thing.
That's pretty fast, isn't it? Yeah,
Is-
it's moving
is-
pretty fast, isn't it? Yeah, and that's moving you
terminal
towards the
velocity-
Earth.
Is terminal
This
velocity real?
what?
Is terminal? You said it's all the same speed. Is terminal velocity real?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
then how?
terminal
And the
velocity.
distance from here to my lap is not far enough to get to
Gravity
terminal
more-
velocity.
gravity more near the
Oh goodness, you're so dumb. It hurts.
Yeah.
More gravity the closer you get to Earth, and less the farther away you get.
Yeah, with
Yes.
a ratio that is inversely proportional to the square of your distance from the center of gravity. So, you know,
In
the
length terms,
the
that's
few
Also
hundred
known as
meters.
FG equals.
Yeah.
If you get closer to the object that is creating the fucking gravity, you're gonna have more gravity experience. Correct or
Yes.
Yes, at a ratio
Correct.
that is inversely proportional to the square of the distance between them.
FG equals G M1 M2 over R squared.
Yes.
not?
Simplest equation in physics.
Is air a force or is wind a force?
Neither are a force. No,
Neither.
Wind is a force.
Either.
wind is not a force.
No, wind is not a force.
Wind is a force.
No.
Yes.
Citation
Look that-
required.
Okay. look here.
Citation motherfucking needed.
I don't
Wind
think
is-
you know this, but a force of nature is not a force.
Okay, even better. Even better. A force of nature is not a force. Okay, but even better. Let's say it is not a force. So what is
Hey
is
guys,
creating-
guys,
what is
guys!
creating-
The baseball
what's
stadium from the ISS. Oh, sorry.
Right. You can see them as close. You can't see them as far. I can zoom in too.
Oh, we're going back to this. It doesn't matter, dude.
But you're showing a zoomed in picture and trying to make fun of me. It's not fucking working because it's a zoomed in picture. It's not
Okay,
what
now
it's-
zoom in onto that picture and show us an ant.
Well, you can't see an ant because the picture was taken without that zoom.
Yeah, it's pretty much what you're asking us to do.
But I can show you. I can show you that it's getting smaller. The fucking string gets smaller the farther I get away. It gets bigger,
Yeah,
bigger,
now
closer.
show us it disappearing from the bottom up.
I've done that. I've got videos on that.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. Not of that phone.
you
I need to
don't.
see it with that phone, with that video playing on that phone.
What does it matter?
Otherwise, it's not valid because that's how
I never,
evidence
I
works.
never said you had
That's
to.
how it works.
I never
That's how it
made.
works.
Why you got to make them?
Well, because
Anyway.
you're the one making the claim.
Anyway,
I'm getting close to starting to wrap this up now because it is 2:30 in the morning for me. And I just kind of want to go over what's happened today. And that is, first of all, he failed completely and utterly in even being able to start and attempt my challenge because he simply doesn't believe it's real because the powers of Nuh destroy all. Then he said you can't see a football stadium from the ISS.
without zoom, yeah, without zoom.
I'm just going to point out that a baseball stadium is, I believe, smaller than a football
Yeah,
stadium.
it is. You're right.
Without zoom, try without zoom. I'll
Yeah,
show you
without zoom, it would just be a smaller light, so you can see it from the ISS. Then he failed to understand pretty much everything about anything to do with physics. Forgot to charge his phone, even though he agreed to debate me on his phone.
And gases aren't made of atoms.
Oh yeah, gases aren't made of atoms. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah, that's Adams.
Craig, can you unmute Jord real quick?
Unmute George. Oh, I'm sorry, George. And I just need to quickly answer a question in the chat. Who says FTFE? Does that line go to the GP of star? He's talking about sextants. No, the line that you have, your straight tangent line, does not go to the GP of the star. Absolutely not. It is tangent to your local zenith. That is directly up from you. Wherever you are on Earth, you do that. And those are the two lines you use. And neither of those lines point to the GP of the star. To get the GP of the star, you find out the angle between the horizon and the star, subtract that from the 90, that will be the same angle as between you and the GP of the star, then you times that angle by 60 nautical miles. So that's how you find out how far away from the star you are. And none of the lines on that you have using sextants point to the GP of the star. That is not how sextants work. Please look out for my next video because it's going to make Flat Earth cry.
Yeah.
If you don't do that already.
Yes, yeah, I know.
They'll cry in the corner and refuse to come on. The link is in front of their face and they're like, no, I don't want to click it.
So I guess the last question for you, Flat Out Hero, is: are you going to raise a lawsuit to sue your parents for the obvious brain damage that you got as a child?
Would be entitled to financial compensation.
I can tell that there's literally no football cities in the ISS live feed right here. I can tell that. You can't tell that?
Oh god.
I can't see what's happening.
Yeah,
because you don't
there's
know
some
how to work
clouds
the
and
camera.
stuff. Right.
They cut the feed every once in a while. It's because they do that. It's not my fault.
Baseball
Yeah,
stadiums are smaller than football stadiums. Here's a baseball stadium from the ISS. Anyway, so are you going to sue your parents for the brain damage that you've got because they were responsible for you and this happened?
It's not zoomed in. Where's the city?
That's clouds. Well done.
Yeah, that's cloud.
Okay. So
In fact, if you want a football stadium, apparently there is a flyover of Super Bowl 50 by the space station that you could find.
with a zoom in,
lovely.
yeah. They fly over it all the time, but you got to find that one they zoomed in. This one's not. This look, there's land.
Doesn't it matter if they zoomed in or not?
So I had a poll up. The poll was: I asked for an explanation to the drift of a pendulum on flat Earth for £50,000. I'm talking. Shush. Will I
Oh, right. There's a city.
Will I A, be paying out, B, my money's safe, or C, fight, does your wife know about it? And most people think my money... Why is it that when someone else is talking, you insist on talking?
Well,
It's like he takes somebody else's voice as an invitation to talk. Like how other people take silence as, oh, I should talk now. That's how he thinks of other people talking.
Yeah, see, whenever we open our mouths, all he hears is, flat out, what do you have to say? Flat out, what do you have to say? Flat out, what do you have to say?
Is it my turn to talk? He doesn't listen. He just waits for his turn to talk.
He actually said, is it my turn yet? It just shows he's not listening to anything.
Okay, David Oliver for £5 says, sorry it's been a while, FTFE. I've just tested positive for COVID. I feel like crap. Wish people would leave the bus window open. I'm sorry that you've got COVID. I'm still amazed that I've managed to dodge it at this point, considering my wife works at a bar twice a week and I've got kids at school.
It will soon, mate.
I mean, I'm triple vaxxed, like, but I'm still amazed that I've managed to dodge it completely. Because, like, literally all my neighbours have had it, members of my family have had it, and somehow my family has avoided it.
Because you didn't have it, it's automatically fake.
Yeah. Signal from the station. The live feed will resume shortly. So they're showing zoomed-in pictures of stuff.
Cool story, bro. Fossil King Gaming for $5 says,
letting
everyone know to grab a bingo card from the link in the description. Yeah. I did put a link in the description for the bingo card, and I'll do that for every stream from now on. And thank you for that, Fossil King Gaming. I definitely would have got bingo today if all the squares were nutter.
That's moving really fast. That's moving real fast.
Just cool story, bro. And
Are you
anyway,
capable of shutting up?
He was
Sew your
sitting
mouth
there.
shut, dude.
He was sitting there talking about like, oh, they don't ever show pictures from the of cities from the ISS, and then it cut the feed and started showing a picture of a city taken from the ISS.
You gave it to us, actually.
Yeah, I showed you zoomed-in pictures of it. Yeah, that's right.
So next super chat is Mermaid for $2. Mermaid for $2. My condolences to you and MC2 and FTFE. Please tell him. Obviously we did lose Schrodinger's cat, and it is devastating. The best way, if you want to show your sympathy, there's actually a card to sign for his son, Winston. Could one of my mods possibly get the link to that card and post it?
I will try to find it.
Thank you. And if anyone wants to give their sympathies, write in that card how awesome Schrodinger's cat was, so that his son Winston can see how loved his dad was.
Okay, link is in the chat, guys.
Thank you very much,
I've
guys.
just posted it.
Quick on that draw, Draco.
Well done, thank you. Yeah, if you,
grab that link, sign the card for his son.
I appreciate your condolences, and so does MC2, but we're not the one that's lost a dad and a husband, and a best friend from Marvel Girl. They're absolutely devastated, and it'd be really nice if Winston can see how much his dad was loved. So sign that card, and that'd be lovely.
Even if you've signed it once, go sign it again.
Yeah,
the kid needs love.
Zachary Burns, $5. So basically, you're too ignorant of even the most basic physics principles to debate against it. You are a toddler arguing with Daddy FTFE. What do you think about that, Flower Hero? You know what? I don't care, actually. Pat G for $2. Top lefters be top lefting. In 2019, Flat Out Hero came third in Dumb Fuck of the Year. Will anybody nominate him for the first ever Top Left award?
See,
I will.
I'm torn on who I want to nominate for Top Left.
Mitchell from Australia.
But I feel like Simon Ramos is the toppest top left you can.
Oh God, he's just an
possibly
asswipe.
top left.
I just like telling him he doesn't have a job and it triggers him.
It's pretty hard to find someone who is like top left but isn't just a con man. Like I would nominate Eric, but he's obviously just doing it for money.
Yeah.
Go ahead, sorry.
Pat G, $2. Top lefters be top lefting all of the fucking time. Logical Hillbilly, $5. Top fucking left hero. Yeah, I think there might be a few nominations for you. You come back strong with your stupid, that's for sure. Remember, if you are a member, you get one free super chat a month, and here are a couple from iPitbull. From Pitbull420, he's been a member for 11 months. Says he's either incredibly dense or just a po. Regardless, he's flat out zero. 100%. Jackalope Herdmaster has been a member for 26 months. Says somewhere a tree is still waiting for its apology. Yeah, Flat Out Hero. I haven't said this to you for a while, but somewhere out there in one of the forests, there's a tree. And it works tirelessly every single day, converting carbon dioxide into oxygen. You need to find that tree and say sorry for wasting all of its hard work. Do you think you can do that for me?
Looks like he's too busy loading up the stream. He's currently in.
Yeah.
I keep a personal plant in my house just so to apologize for on behalf of humanity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't ask what kind of plant is. I can't legally say, but
Alba Gamer 82, been a member for 12 months. Thank you very much. Woe Flat Out Hero, you dumb. Hi FTFE from Bonnie, Scotland. Hello from Bonnie, Scotland as well. It's been pretty fucking windy the past few days, eh?
Been hot.
I have a question, Flat Out.
Is that wind making it hot?
Are those cracks, or is your screen just that fucking dirty?
It has no fucking lens.
No, there's actually, you can see it's moving. There's actually dirt on
He's just made, guys, he just made the claim again that the air doesn't cause friction, which causes heat.
I don't have any electricity, right?
Oh, well, Flat, since you're watching.
Then we got Paradoxium, who's been a member for 4 months, says, can't 3D, dodging questions and nutter. Bingo!
Bingo.
P. Barnes, who's been a member for 26 months. Oh, fuck me, that's awesome. I haven't tested it, but I know it doesn't happen. I know, right? Caucasian Sensation, who I had a very awesome debate with on Skatoon Show about whether cannabis should be legalized, said, hey, Flerf, Craig can only explain it to you. He can't understand it for you. You've engaged in a fight of which you may as well not shown up to. You're in a race against a Formula 1 pro without a fucking car.
He's like Turbo from that one movie. It's the snail that went up against F1 racers.
Talking 8 became a new member. Welcome to Scrappers. Thank you very much. What day is it? I might as well announce it now. So on Saturday the 30th, I'm going to be doing a members only stream, where there will be some exclusive merch to be won.
Saturday or Sunday?
Saturday the 30th.
That's the 20th.
Sunday the 30th, I'm sorry. Sunday the 30th, yeah. Sunday the 30th. I'll be doing a members only stream. Having a bit of a laugh with some of you guys, getting you on for a chat, and there will be a chance for some of you to win exclusive merch designed for me by Hail Satan. Probably starting about 10 p.m. UK time, and I'll go for a few hours. But if you want to be in the chance to win some exclusive merch that will only ever be available during this live stream, then hit the join button down below and become a member.
I'll be stuck at work, so one of you guys can take my place.
You might get a t-shirt anyway, just for being so awesome. Philosopher King Gaming for $2 says, flat out here, remind me, what does your God do to liars?
That's a good question.
Do you believe in God?
Who said I believe in God?
I'm asking,
you.
Do you believe in God?
Irrelevant. I don't know that there is a God. No, I don't believe
It's
in
just
it.
a question. It's not
Yeah.
irrelevant.
It's an answer.
Yeah,
It's
it's just a question.
Wait. Actually, I think that might be the first honest thing he's just said. I don't know if there's a God. Because that is the best answer that you can give.
I do not believe there is a God.
Honestly, I think that is the most honest thing you ever said. You're still a lying piece of shit, but that is the most honest thing you ever said.
By the way, Jordan muted again.
Why do you keep muting yourself, George?
Zoomed in picture. You're not using zoomed in picture of a.
Are you still on this, dude? We're past that.
You're
We're
about
reading
being
super chats
from the
now.
ISS without
I
using
mute myself because my dogs are assholes.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah.
MEB for $2 says Race Craig is best Craig. Rage Craig is best Craig. Yeah, sorry, Race Craig?
That was
Rage
dangerously
Craig.
close.
Yeah. No, racist Craig, bad!
I got a serious question though. If the horizon, watch this video, right? Like, look, if the horizon.
Look, dude, just learn how to fucking screen share. You can do it from a phone.
We can see the right third of the video.
No, now look. I was getting ready for it. Now look.
Yeah, that's refraction happening. Yeah, well done. Well done. Thank you for once again demonstrating one of our claims as refraction can change the apparent position of stuff. Thank you very much. P. Barnes for $10 Australian says, for immediate broadcast, tsunami warning issued for East Coast US due to Krakatoa eruption that broke the Richter scale. Yeah. I've just wiped out most of Western Europe, actually, because that's where the tsunami would go. Sorry, there is no more like Holland and stuff. It's gone.
Yeah.
It's just gone.
It's a common misconception that
Are
World
you
War II.
Flat out here? Are you trying to play a video to me through your crappy phone speaker? Jesus Christ, man!
But it's a common misconception that the destruction of Europe in World War II was like because of like bombs and stuff. No, it was just Craig getting really mad.
You don't like red and
Craig.
Yeah, look, dude, just mute your video. It just sounds like incoherent babbling through a tin. All right, get
none
a
of the
decent
Are
fucking
listening to
connection.
what is happening?
Is that? I think I have an ear for it. Is that jism?
Video.
And we're gonna pause it here in a
That's
second.
jism.
Wait,
That's
that's
just
just
Called it.
That's just some.
I called it.
Interesting.
Just in the back of the conversation, I
Interesting.
heard.
Interesting.
And
Interesting.
Yeah, Jaren, you do know Jeranism isn't even an actual flat earther, right?
Whatever you want to say, yes, he is.
Yeah, no, he's
he's
really
not.
not. He's
He actually- he actually
has
pretty
himself
nicely
proved the Earth
proved
isn't
to the
flat.
globe.
Yeah.
No, he did
Yeah.
not. He made a
Anyway, do me a favor, Flat Hero, mute your stupid video. No one cares. NA for $6.66 says FTFE gets an ointment for your toenail bud. Hail Satan. I don't really have fungus. It's just a thing I say. The fungus is in other places. I need to see a doctor.
See, fungus doesn't grow on robots, guys. I don't
No.
know.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a thing that he says.
Isn't
He
this
programmed
like
it
real
into it.
flesh over me?
yeah, I was gonna
Shit,
say.
I said too much. Cut it out.
based
Abort.
I mean,
Am I gonna have to recall you again?
I know.
This is the 68th
I mean,
time.
it's
Look,
common
I need
knowledge
to confess to you guys. I've been aware that I'm an Android/clone for a while, and I am going to take over the world very soon. Well done.
I was gonna say, isn't it
Okay,
common knowledge
protocol.
that Craig's a Terminator? I thought that was common knowledge.
Well, that's me
Yeah.
from the future. But last time he came back, I kidnapped him and kind of stole the technology.
Yeah, and he came back without any clothes on and actually killed everyone that looked at him. So
Flower Hero, just please stop playing your video.
Stop playing the video.
We want you to participate in the conversation, but the video is going to make us mute you. Well,
You're not
Craig
letting-
mute you. I don't have.
Flat
to
out,
do
it's a
it.
lot funnier when you yourself are talking. Okay, we don't care about
just-
who this
Look,
is.
If
Look,
you could get Jaren on this stream, I'm sure
Oh,
fight
he's
would
too
go for
scared.
another
Yeah.
3 hours.
waste his time.
But right now, we can't even understand what's being said. It just sounds like you hearing a radio call through 3 panes of glass or something. All right.
What it really sounds like is one of those old radio broadcasts, you know, like on the December.
At the third beep, the time will be 12:01.
Now look, is the
Right, like, I'm
It
just
sounds like a
muting you.
radio signal that was
Like,
broadcast from Fukushima.
Flower Hero, you're muted because number one, your shitty phone camera can't focus on the video you're trying to show us. Number two, we can't hear what's being said. It just sounds like ear noise. So you're muted. I'll unmute you if we need to listen to you, or you can just leave. I really don't care. Unlocked, who's been a member for 17 months, says taking 0 prisoners today, man. Rage against the Flerf. And then Not Today Suicide became a new member. Thank you very much. Luke Falwalker, €5. Flat out hero nutter behavior is so big that you can actually see it from space. Yeah, just like this baseball stadium.
That's like the baseball stadium.
I'm gonna say. Sorry, go ahead. Never mind.
What we okay, right.
Yeah,
Co-
it wasn't.
We've got Caucasian Sensations, been a member for 6 months, says presence or absence of YouTube videos isn't proof. Yes, it's not the first time I've heard a flat earther claim that if there's no video, then I'm not believing it. Because that's what
Actually
makes
say
fucking
that?
sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Oh no.
I had the stream muted when that happened, and I looked
Yeah.
at the chat, and I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, no, it's not proper science if it's not recorded and put on YouTube apparently.
Oh man, then all that research that I did in my chem lab yesterday. Ooh,
He
I didn't
was
record
saying,
it.
and it's worse than that. It wasn't that he was saying it wasn't science. He was saying that he couldn't verify it, as if a video of it would have been good enough for him. You know,
Are you the-
even we showed him a video of Bob or whoever it was. I can't remember who you showed the video of, but we showed that video, and he's
Gentleman
not on
scientist.
it. What's stopping him from not eyeing a video of the one from the
Physicist.
gentleman physicist? That's it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You showed that video, and he not eyed it. So
Yeah.
he's just
All they have
moving
is
goalposts.
argument from the They just have
I see
argument
T
from
Brown
the
in the chat still strawmanning
T.
how a
Brown.
sextant works.
Come debate Craig. I'm sure he'd be willing.
Yeah, again, your baseline doesn't go to the GP of the star, it goes to the horizon. You measure the angular elevation between the horizon and the star, and then you find out what the GP should be, and you use the deduction of that from your 90 degrees. You times that by nautical miles or miles if you want to do it that way. That's how you get it. You don't, and a horizon dip is literally, how far above sea level you are when you take the calculation. And I've actually...
The camera's not moving. The camera's watching the Earth grow and grow and recede, right? It's covering the land.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you just come in halfway through a conversation?
Well, you muted me, so... Yeah.
Yeah, we did mute you because you were just trying to play a video that we can't see or hear.
Well, if you want to put it in there, it's Jeranism, go ahead. It's Jeranism, boats do not go behind the curve.
We're not very interested in watching Jeranism, thanks, though.
Yeah. No. Thanks, but no.
Yeah, so what you're doing, T. Brown, is simply strawmanning how a...
Will you shut
Can I mute him? Can I mute him, please?
I'll tell you... no.
Well, unmute you if there's a question that you need to answer.
I'm removing his ability to unmute himself.
Please.
So T. Brown, please stop strawmanning how sextants work. And there's actually another challenge coming out, which is for $10,000, and it's MC Toon's Bitcoin that he's going to transfer, and it's for any flat earther to explain the mechanisms behind how a sextant works on the flat Earth and calculate your position based on known measurements. So it can't be done because a flat Earth and sextant are incompatible.
Why are all of these challenges that would pay off a good chunk of my student debt? Why are all of them impossible to do?
You should give the money to me so I can pay my tuition.
Nimrod 26 says, FTFE, please sir, I can prove it. Nuh-uh, clown emoji. Yeah, he is a clown. I'll unmute him. I'll unmute you, Flat Out Hero, but don't speak unless spoken to. Loki Fish Mars for $2 says he's giving away a sextant so Flat Earth can prove their claims. Contact me via email and we will put that in the challenge. Junk Shop Library, who's been a member for 6 months, says here's my very specific evidence, and then he shows us Shutterstock. Yeah, I did notice that his evidence was a Shutterstock stock picture. It was fucking hilarious.
See the Shutterstock logo.
Brady Photography for $2 said, Craig sent me a link. Yeah, I thought that 3 and the Flat Earther was enough for the stream, otherwise it gets a bit too busy. But the members only stream, I'll be getting lots of people on, and I will try and get more people on more regularly, and you'll be the next one, Brady, I promise. Dean Darren Baron, who's been a member for 3 months, says, welcome back to the channel that does the stupidity what every superhero and villain could do if they all attacked an infant at once.
Oh god.
Yeah, could you imagine Hulk and Superman just charging an infant from either side?
See, and I was thinking worse. I was thinking Reed Richards and oh god,
Plastic Man.
Yes, Plastic Man.
Adam Warlock just shows up, steals the soul.
And then Nor the God Killer. Oh, we're all screwed.
The Living
Galactus,
Tribunal
right?
just shows up, just goes.
Oh god.
Done. Eddie Reese for $5 says, Flat Out Here apparently thinks he can see further diagonally than straight ahead. I know, he's just a fucking moron. Junk Shop Library for $5 says, one face, 2 palms, intelligent design, my Aunt Fanny. Serial 510 for $5 says, FTFE, please remind the Flerf that hand sanitizer is for external use only, don't drink it. Yeah, Flat Out Hero, please stop drinking the stuff that is clearly eroding your brain cells. You could respond there, but never mind.
Can we just...
He's too busy doing a house tour or something, I don't know.
Well, people were actually drinking disinfectant, though.
Yeah, I know, and injecting hydroxide.
And it'll make you very pale.
Yeah, Draco,
don't drink H2O2, okay? Please don't drink H2O2.
What do you want to say to me now?
You ready? All right, I'll make you a bet. You said I'm homeless, right? You said I got no fucking... You said that I have no...
Yeah, you're living with your parents, dude.
Said that.
You're living with your parents. You're homeless.
Yeah, dude, showing me a picture of your painted cardboard box on the table you stole from Goodwill does not count as a house.
Dude, you're in your 50s or something and you live with your parents. Stop being proud, okay?
Hardly. Not a basement, man.
Yeah,
It
looks like a
it's your
basement.
parents' broom closet, okay?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
There are no windows.
You know Harry
no
Potter's
natural
got that
lights.
thing under the stairs? That's basically where you live.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
He's the
I'll say-
opposite of a mom's basement. He's in his dad's attic.
See the fucking video. That's just the lights on. That's why I have light off. So
Yeah, since your light is on, we can't see what's happening on that screen if that's what you're
Yeah.
trying to do. So
Yeah, your
Hey,
camera
hey,
skills are very, very bad.
And I'm not surprised he doesn't know anything about exposure.
And then we've got Alamar as you for $2. ISS Live is not zoomed in like P900. One of my favorite things about Flerfs and the P900 and the P1000 is they're shit cameras. Like,
Oh,
Yeah, they
seriously,
are.
just go onto Amazon, right, and go to P1000 and read the reviews. So many of the reviews are like, this was the biggest waste of money in my life. Yeah, you can zoom in on stuff, but you can't see fuck all. You know?
Nikon P900.
Philosopher King Gamer for $2 says, there's something wrong with that laser. Yeah, Vlad's permanently banned from the channel, though, just in case you're wondering why I haven't seen him again.
I can't say there's much about this camera that I like.
Yeah, the reviews are nice. Talking 8 for $2 says football field was a Shutterstock stock photo. Yeah, I know. His evidence was a stock photo.
The zoom broke after 35 pictures.
Yeah, don't get a P900.
There's no audio input for a mic.
Yeah, no wonder it's the flat Earth camera choice.
See, that just goes along with the theory that Flat Earth was just a marketing ploy.
Yeah, like Nikon were fucking brilliant.
Nikon.
How can we sell this piece of shit? I don't know. Tell flat Earthers is magic or something.
And they cost up to $800.
Oh god, I know. Even a P900 is
What?
still quite expensive.
That is a P900. Up to
My-
800.
My ex-girlfriend, she had a camera. It was Nikon something, and I just remember she heard me say something about the P900, and she said, "Oh, that piece of shit," and I was like, "You had one?" And she was like, "Yeah, like 2 years ago." I don't know.
It's fucking awful. It's a terrible camera. I mean, PJC Net's like, oh, it's it's a bridge camera with the biggest amount of zoom. Yeah, it's got a really good zoom. You can zoom in really far, but you know
That breaks
tough,
after 35 pictures.
Yeah, tough luck if you want to actually see anything when you're zoomed in, or if you want to use it again. Rocky Bixby,
My digital Sony little crappy handheld thing was probably better than that.
Yeah. Right. I was using a Canon camera for ages, right? But then I got my new phone, the Galaxy S21 Ultra, and the camera on this is better than my actual camera. So I'm now using this to film my YouTube videos.
Oh yeah,
the camera on this is
phone cameras are
fucking
great.
insanely good. Honestly.
Yeah.
Rocky Bixby, $5 Canadian says, "Hey Craig, new series idea. Let two flat earthers debate each other. They all have different ideas." Excuse me. Different ideas on what flat Earth is and what part of the world is real. I know. So many flat earthers, like when dumbass out hero came on today, are like, "Oh, yeah, well, the flat earthers you get on aren't real because they don't even make flat Earth points." Yeah, they think they make flat Earth points, and what you are saying is dumb because there is no flat Earth model. Simple. For $2, £2 for €2. Thank you very much.
He does that every stream. It's so funny.
One of those currencies. Is it sex?
Rachbot has been a member for 26 months, says flat out fucktard. That's being nice. Aaron Reese, $2. Can you see his moving goalposts from the ISS? Yeah, it's causing air friction, so that it's making it bright and glowy.
I can see it. It's actually burning off in the distance out there.
I gave him the ability
It's moving at 1,000 miles per hour.
He's still muted right now, but I gave him the ability to unmute himself ages ago. Norman Dixon,
Flat out, why would I want to...
Sorry,
Hold on,
go on.
he's asked me in the chat if he wants me to debate. Why would I want to debate you, dude?
You don't know how to debate. Going isn't debating.
You don't have anything. Listen, flat out. I'm too good for you, okay? Maybe go a few steps down the ladder and then you'll find someone.
Ask Sean
is
Hawkins or
better.
something.
Yeah, ask some bottom of the barrel glober, and they'd still be better than you.
Yeah. Basically, he's talking about me. I don't know shit, and I still owned you. So.
Or me, I don't know a damn thing.
I'm not claiming that I know that much. I'm still too good for you, though.
If you look at the Dunning-Kruger scale, I'm at the bottom middle.
That's not a bad place to be. It's an honest place. Norman Dixon for £5.
How many debates have I won? I've never been in an official debate, so 0.
Yeah, and it's still more than you.
You've won about negative 20, maybe negative 25,000. I don't know. It might be a little bit too high. So I'm not too good. No, dude, I haven't. I haven't been in a debate. The amount of debates that I've won is irrelevant because I haven't been in any.
He doesn't understand. He doesn't know. And Norman Dixon, $5 says, FTFE sailors have had so many vaccines over the years, we have super immune systems. Yeah, I did have to get fucking vaccinated a lot. We're going to this new country. Stick your arm out. Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Superpowers.
Why don't I pull your pants down? Why don't I pull your pants down?
Monkey Cat Pat, who's been a member for 16 months and has the best name. Keep up the good fight on the idiots on this round, beautiful earth. Oh, I always will. Aaron Reese became a new member. Thank you very much, Aaron. And thank you for that pointer for the... Oh my god. Yeah. There's literally an astronaut taking pictures from the ISS.
You have to cheat.
Balthazar228, who for $9.99 says, the more I learn about astrophysics, the more disappointed I am in just how bland and unimaginative the Bible's depiction of physics and astrophysics is. Reality is much more interesting, yeah. Don't ever use the Bible for science.
I'm not using the Bible for science. Never
yeah, we weren't talking about you. Dave Critchard, last one for $5. Here are your winnings for my Flat Earthers have at least one piece of evidence challenge. Thank you very much. I've had a lot of fun tonight. How about you, Draco?
I've had quite a bit. I've been missing this. Boy, flat out, let me say, you did not disappoint.
No. What about you, Zumi? Do you have fun?
Oh, I loved it. This was awesome. This is exactly just what Draco Fire said. I've been missing this like too much.
Well then, hey, you want to debate then? Or what?
And the George said, did you have a lot of fun tonight?
Yes, of course. I always have fun when we get together, Craig.
And Flat Out Hero, what about you? Did you have fun? In fact, no one cares. I'm just going to remove you from the call.
He doesn't even get to ask us for more.
Oh God, savage! You were just on fire tonight.
Oh, we got
J.O. for $20 says, hey Craig, here's an experiment for Flerfs. Gather Doppler radar data from the US, Europe, Australia, etc. Then compare it to real-time photos from one of the geostationary weather satellites. Checkmate. Yeah, satellites are just
you
balloons.
lost them at the word Doppler.
Yeah. Oh, checkmate though. Saying checkmate, right? Earlier on, I was on Facebook doing my normal looking for Flerfs to debate, right? And a Flerf sent me an image of that meme. It's sea level, not sea curve, right?
Oh my god!
And underneath it, he's like, "You globers are useless. Here you go, chessmate."
Chessmate.
Chessmate. Wow. Oh God.
Chessmate.
Jesus Christ.
That's just
one of my favorite analogies of chess in my entire life that I've witnessed was I was trying to teach my nephew to play chess, and I thought it's just like an argument with Flat Earther because he moved his queen right in front of my king and said checkmate. And all I did was move my king in front and knock his queen down.
No, you can't do that.
Wait, I didn't know you could do that. Well, yeah, I can. You have no idea how this works. Stop.
Guys, feel free to play Whack-a-Troll with Flat Out Hero in the chat. I know you didn't get any minutes. That's because I didn't allow you it.
Yeah, because we didn't give them to you.
Oh goodness! I needed this. I absolutely needed this.
Oh, that was the funniest thing. I
That
think
was awesome.
that's on par with my debate with Mallory on in terms of humor. That was so good.
God.
Oh, thank you guys for coming on. thank you everyone for being such great supporters of the channel. I've got a lot of stuff planned for this year to boost the channel forward, and lots more content I'm preparing, and
like having me on every video.
as well as remaking some of my earlier videos, including a remake of episode 1, Flerfs are Idiots, which was about Flat Out Hero, because I want to do it in my new style, and he's given me so much more to put into it. So in February, what you're going to see is 1 episode of Flerfs are Idiots a week, probably on a Monday, maybe a Sunday, I'm not decided yet. And then every other week there's going to be either an episode of Stupid Humans or a redo of an early episode of Flerfs are Idiots, as well as obviously my normal live streams and stuff. Plus you'll see some regular shorts that are going to be going on TikTok, as Dearth has invaded TikTok with a bunch of 30-second things which I can just respond to because he hates me and I like annoying him.
In your remake of Flat Out Heroes for Idiots, please use the clip of him saying that gases aren't made of atoms.
Oh, I have to.
Please use it.
Your job is to clip that and send it to me, okay?
Zoomy, I think that was an accident. Oh God!
I will try to clip it. I'll see. I'm gonna someone clip that and send it.
Was that a link?
I see link. I time out.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm not sure if that was a link or not. I looking back on it, it just looked like the style, and I apologize if that wasn't Alan Garland.
Right.
If that was,
I apologize too, in case it wasn't. I see link. I time out.
Yeah.
The JWST.discuss. That looks.
Yeah, I time out with stuff like that as well.
That looked like it, but like I don't think I've never seen
recently.
.discuss or anything. I feel like that's I don't know.
I feel like I've seen that before actually.
Anyway,
I don't know.
That's been great tonight. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you guys for coming on. Please share the stream and help to get more viewers, because this one really fucking deserves it. And I will see you all soon for a new bunch of stupid. Remember, stupidity is not a right. Fight the flat Earth.
See you guys later.
Later, y'all.
Hug your loved ones if you can hear me.
Oh my god.
Don't drink hand sanitizer.
Oh god. Yeah, that was hilarious.
Special is the word you're looking for.
Special, yeah, very much.
Good night, guys. I'll catch you all later.
Okay.
Oh.
Flat Out Hero. Thanks everyone for watching. I will see you all soon. Never stop fighting, stupid. Thank you, Rachie Bot. Good night to you as well. Yeah, Brainy, going for about 3 hours. Good night, yo. I'm not American. Why did I just say yo? Fuck's sake. Only up in 4 hours with my kids to get them to school. Who needs sleep, eh? Yeah, Draco, definitely. See you all soon. Remember, stupidity's not a right.